Don't call me for the protest. Don't call me for the protest. Don't call me for the protest. Call me for the war. 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 Yeah.
All right, you got your point. It's a good pump. It's a good pump, that's for sure. Yeah, I definitely got a bicep pump. For sure.
That's solid. It's a vibe. I rock with it. I like it. I like it. It's good. Oh, 10. It's a vibe.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You
bro.
do like 4 or 5 of these, you on fire.
Yeah.
4 or 5 of these is good. It's a good focus on the rear delts, triceps, and the chest.
Yeah, bro. Love that. Yo, I'm feeling that in my shoulders.
Some extra bands.
My triceps, obliques, everywhere, bro. I love that. I love it. Especially to easily hit the rear delts, medial delts, all at the same time.
The Ripstick is a powerful little tool that fits right in your pocket. You can use it anywhere, home, gym, or even on the go. It's designed to target your smaller, stabilizing muscles that calisthenics and weightlifting usually miss. Great for shoulder rehab, injury prevention, and full upper body activation. It's super convenient, affordable, and also hits your abs hard. Whether you're a beginner or advanced, the Ripstick takes your training to the next level.
باب مفتوح للاجتهادات التقليد هذا حد العالم هذا طالب هذا راسخ والى اخره Indeed, in the body, literal translation is a lump of flesh, a piece of meat. إذا صلحت صلح الجسد كله. And when that lump of flesh.
Don't call me for the protest. Don't call me for the protest. Don't call me for the protest.
Oh, we live.
Yeah, but hold on. Hold on. Alright, Salam alaikum, yo, we live. My fault, yo, we was having technical difficulties. Y'all already know what time it is. This joint is difficult.
How that audio sound, my boy?
Let me check. Let me double check, cause we gonna get to chatting, and then before you know it, we not gonna have no kind of audio, no nothing. This joint, yeah, you be having to do everything on the scene, in person, on the spot, to make sure everything is moving like it's supposed to. Yep, perfect. Good. Make sure everything.
All right, chat. So, you know, we have to highlight my man all the way in Texas. Move the pound. Trap harder. A.K.A. Stoke. Shout out to Stoke, man. What's up with you, my guy?
Man, I appreciate y'all being here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, talk to us. If y'all don't know, what's your name of your YouTube, bro?
Move the pounds. MOVEDAPOUND.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I caught wind of this. This content creator, you know what I mean, fitness influencer. Basically, by him making a video.
Man.
And that video was just like, yo, who is this dude? I can't even remember what video it was.
No, I think it was the Mecca video. Was the Calisthenics Mecca video?
Yeah.
First drink, and that drink probably had literally maybe a couple hundred views, if that. When I first saw it,
yeah.
When I first saw it, you had no emotion, and I like
Bro,
the video.
Go check.
I might have had 500 subscribers, if that.
Where you at now?
7,200.
7,200. Damn.
Yeah.
You cooking?
I didn't even have 1,000 subs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was recent.
Yeah, that was.
So that mean they
what, that was 7 months ago, maybe 6 months.
About maybe 8.
Okay.
Less than a year.
Cause after that, I feel like you kind of chilled and you ain't had no video follow up useful. So I'm like, soon as that drink, I'm like, oh, he about to put in pain. But you know, it was a little bit. It chilled. I know you had to probably like, all right, okay, this drink really could work. Let me get everything in motion.
I saw him like, oh, it really is a lane, especially after y'all reached out. You know,
Right.
I came across the scene and I did my research. I put the video out, and it was like whether it did good or not, it felt more like a passion project. It was different than the other stuff I do because it's coming from the culture. You know, people that look like me, because you know most of the fitness industry don't really look too much like us. So no matter what it did, I was just excited to put something out. Then nobody was really talking about that lane other than people in that community. You know, you got the CrossFits, you got the bodybuildings, you got outsiders who don't participate that report on the sport. And I'm like, oh man, it's an opportunity. So that's what made me pull the trigger. But after that first video, I'm like, I'm still learning who all the players are.
Who's who, right.
Like the main people. I knew Rip Wright, Team Rip Wright. I knew Hannibal. That was it. I'm coming from Texas. So we know Hannibal, but we didn't know a lot of even the other legends. The bartenders, like,
Giant Beast.
Yeah, like, never heard of them really. I mean, some of the older guys probably have, but all we knew was Hannibal. So I had to take a step back and do my research and really figure out who's who, what parts they played in building this up, and I actually had to find out how big this community is. I didn't realize how big it was until I really got more into depth with it. And then learning about y'all led me to That's Good Money, and that's when I got in that archive, and then Strictly Bar Talk, it just changed my whole algorithm.
Yeah. Right. Bar History, y'all make sure. He uses a lot of clips from Bar History, and now I see he uses a lot of clips from Calisthenics Exposed. Yeah. And a lot of people think that Calisthenics Exposed was to cause drama or riff. It was already drama or riff. Yeah. We was basically exposing it. So it's no different than them dudes killing each other for years in Chicago. Right. Now if somebody covers it and explains, this is what's really going on, I mean, what is the issue? So
some people are still going to disagree with that. I think a better point for everybody to understand is kind of like saying if the news reports on an up-and-coming hurricane and you say the news caused the hurricane. The hurricane was happening anyway. They just told you about it.
Just spreading awareness.
That was it.
Spreading awareness.
So people know what's going on.
Yeah, that's it. Man. So shout out to Game Bros. He said definitely high quality videos, great research and production on your part.
Appreciate you, man. Anybody who do know me, because I'm small right now, but I appreciate you for, I don't know if I can cuss on here. I got a potty mouth. I'm sorry. I try my best not to cuss, but I appreciate you supporting the channel. If you haven't seen the channel, check it out.
Yeah, definitely you got to check him out. So how did you start, what made you start saying, yo, I'm going to make these kind of videos, I'm going to kick it off, this is what I'm going to do, or I'm going to try to explore this kind of lane? Like, what was the spark?
Man, I always been in the fitness. I come from hustling. These days, a lot of people say content is king, so I'm like, I got to get in this content lane. But I don't really have the personality to be on screen, I feel like. Some people who know me say I do, but I always play the back. I don't have a problem with playing the back. I don't need the clout.
That's kind of like me. I don't mind being behind the camera.
Thank God.
I don't even want the extra attention, So that's what sparked the idea of doing a faceless channel, talking about what I love, fitness. And I love every realm of fitness. Weightlifting, calisthenics, hybrid training. There's a lot of fake hybrids out here.
A lot of fake hybrids. We gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
We going, man.
But it was but I'm saying, like, I always wondered, like, okay, so, because based upon what I've seen on your channel, it's not like you kind of like been doing this kind of stuff and that video particularly just caught wave and pop. Like, so what was it that kind of started, like, and made you make that video? Like, what was going through your mind when you said, all right, let me make that video and this is what I'm gonna start with?
So when I made that video, I had been doing it maybe 9-10 months at the time, but I was talking about bodybuilding, talking about CrossFit. And so at that time, I was searching for different avenues of the fitness industry.
Okay.
Trying to find certain lanes that's not being as highlighted as others. Because the content I was making, you have a million other creators talking about it. And I'm new to the game. They're more seasoned, so my content's getting overlooked. I got this guy with 2 million subscribers talking about the same exact thing I am. So you see mine, you see his, who you gonna click on, right?
Right.
So I'm like, I gotta talk about something that's not really being spoke on, and it's a tight-knit community. So I'm like, somebody's gonna see it, and if it's good enough, somebody will reach out. Now it happened a lot faster than I expected, because like I said, but calisthenics, and then it's a lot of fitness influencers now, like the guy from Baltimore, what is his name? Aki Cuz, I don't know if y'all seen him.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's just these fitness influencer guys. I'm like, I need to get with the culture, And then another thing, I did a bodybuilding video about a guy named Mac Truck. He used to run with Rich Piana and them. So he was the first like big name fitness industry guy that spoke to me, and he told me that you're not gonna grow because you are black. You need to get a white person to do your voiceovers. And I'm like, dang. He said it's good, but I did a video about him. He said it's good, but because of who you are, it's not gonna get as big as. So that's what made me take a step back. I'm like, okay, bodybuilding, CrossFit is more predominantly white. Let me find my people.
They say they can't hear. Rip eating chips. Say, give Buddy a mic. Give him a mic.
They did put the mic on. But it sounds like I can hear him just fine. So when you so fast forward to okay, so you feel like you need to quote unquote find your people, or you can even put it on your hat if you need to. You don't care. It's usually easier.
Yeah, the front rim is good.
Yeah, that's cool. No, that's cool. That's cool. Yep, that's cool. So when you said, all right, I need to find my people, what was it like that made you find like calisthenics, or you know what I mean? Is that like, or you was like
really just people of the culture, like, so hearing about multiple different calisthenic athletes trying to, cause I'm a historian. I want to know the history of things, why this happened, how it got to where it is.
Like me.
And hearing a lot of the stories, people have similar backgrounds to me, grew up in similar situations to me, saw similar stuff that other people can relate. And that's really what really sparked interest to a whole nother level. It's like, okay, I'm here, and I'm not no like jail guy. I didn't go to prison or nothing, but I grew up in one of the roughest neighborhoods in Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Keystone Polk, Texas, Oak Cliff. If any of y'all watching, is love. But man, I grew up in one of the worst neighborhoods in Dallas, Texas, and working out was kind of my outlet. I played a lot of basketball growing up. That's what kept me out of trouble. I'm talking about I'm running the streets, and my mom, she knows all my hangout spots, and she's coming and finding me and making me go to the gym, making me work out. So it just sparked the love. It kept me out of trouble. So I hear a lot of those same stories within the calisthenic community, not so much in the other communities.
Right,
you know?
right.
So that's what really made me want to key in on it. And then it was a wide open lane too. So every sport, every fitness industry branch has reporters. And I didn't see, and that's why I was telling you off camera, like the whole, that one video, your commentary really made me like want to get into it. I don't know if you know who Chuck Swirsky is.
Nah.
So you know who he is, but you don't. Everybody know Bulls win, Bulls win. 1992, the Bulls, Michael Jordan hit the.
Yep.
That boy,
the commentator, yep.
Your commentary on certain videos is what really got me into it. What made it exciting? Because we've been knowing about calisthenics,
right?
But it wasn't always that exciting. Like I hear about all the beefs that was going on back in the day. You didn't know about that. You just see guys, if you want this, you do this, and that was it. It was just tutorials. But when you put the personality into it, that's what attracted me, and I'm sure a lot of other people. Like we want to see those personalities. We want to see who people are when they're in certain heated situations. We want to see the character, and I got to see certain character like with watching y'all videos.
Yeah. See that's the thing that like kind of like made it like significant, like at least to me, is because there's other videos people talk about, but with that specific video, when people mention it, they always usually mention my commentary, right? Yeah. And like I was telling you, the battle, the 50 muscle ups, Akeem Supreme versus Abu Asada. But the thing is that I always, when I would hear about it, you know, I'd be like, whatever, but because it's just regular for me per se. But I'm thinking that, it's just a regular video, and obviously I'm talking, whatever it is behind the camera, but people gravitated to really like the video because of obviously the controversy, the back and forth and this and that, and a lot of people just felt like, my commentary made watching dudes just work out or doing muscle ups that much more enjoyable. Yeah.
So let me see the mic. All right. So chat. This is the real deal, Holyfield. So the title of this basically is Calisthenics Exposed. So what we doing is we getting into, obviously, while my guy Stokes started, right? Because he basically is doing a calisthenic exposed on a whole nother level. We're talking about Man Time Fitness. How did he make money off of Shilajit? Chris Harrier, he did a piece on me. The Kings of Calisthenics. So we really kind of like want to get into reps and sets, and you know what I mean, what videos he's expecting to come up with next, and how do you feel that, you know, you're around, unfortunately, the most hated calisthenic team in the game right now. You know what I'm saying?
Calisthenics biggest ops.
You know what I'm saying? And what's your opinion like on these certain individuals, on a calisthenic prince? Like, how do you feel about his reps and sets with his battle with extra money? How do you feel about Healthy as Handsome? How do you feel about Man Time Fitness? How do you feel about Akeem Supreme? And we're talking about fitness based. We're not talking about anything else.
Yeah, right. And obviously, I don't know any of these people personally, so seeing me with these guys, don't feel no type of way. I just want to play a part in the community and elevating the community. Like I say, every community needs reporters. Like when I'm watching NBA basketball and LeBron comes down the lane and dunks, and the announcer says he's a man amongst children, the players don't feel no type of way about it. Same thing with calisthenics. You know, you got guys commentating and making things interesting. You shouldn't be mad at him, asking him, "Well, what have you done?" I'm the commentator. Right. I'm reporting. I'm the one that's distributing this information to the people and making them want to watch it.
If people didn't commentate or have their opinion on it, you probably wouldn't be putting it on camera anyway, because there would be no response to it.
Right. It was definitely the commentary and the personalities that made me even want to talk about it.
And chat, I'm coming up close for this one. So check this out. This is a problem that we have in the calisthenics community. That's why it's not calisthenics anymore in New York. It's gangasthenics. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we could sit here and we could talk about Akeem Supreme's reps. We could talk about Broly's reps. We could talk about Bam Bam. We could talk about calisthenic athletes, hybrid athletes. We could talk about their reps and if their reps is trash, or if it's good, or if it's not. When you see sports analysts and they talking about LeBron, they talking about how good he is in basketball or how bad he is and why he's not the GOAT. But when we do it and say, yo, that dude is trash, his reps is like this, the first thing they want to come back with is something personal. Keep it calisthenics. This is why dudes be getting their jaw broke. Because they don't want to keep it calisthenics. They want to go to something other than calisthenics. If a dude is talking about your reps and your sets, then keep it reps and sets and leave the gangsterism out of calisthenics.
Facts.
Yeah.
Put that.
It don't got to be so personal, you know.
Yeah.
It don't got to be so personal.
Why are dudes so emotional?
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith cannot beat LeBron James in a basketball game by any stretch of the imagination. But we care what he has to say when he talks about LeBron James because he's commentating on it.
And it plays a part in making LeBron this bigger than life figure. Like, people reporting on it, whether it's good or bad. We report on these calisthenic battles. We respond. We give our input. It's gonna make you bigger. It's gonna introduce you to a wider audience. Like, of course you got your fans, but we need those rivalries in calisthenics, you know, kind of like WWE, the headliners. Like, it has to be some type of excitement to it.
And this is the headliner right now. Pass or trash. Now, when we talking about pass or trash, I'm talking about reps and sets only. Calisthenic reps and sets. We're talking about pull-up, push-ups, dips, squats. Full-fledged calisthenic workouts. Clip this. Pass or trash. Extra money.
Trash.
Calisthenic Prince.
Trash.
Eric Rivera.
Trash.
Eric Rivera, trash.
We talking sets and reps?
Sets and reps?
Trash.
I like Eric.
Next one.
That's fitness phenom, right?
Next one.
Fit Life Simi.
Alright, I give him a
Pass.
pass.
What you mean you give him a pass?
I give him a pass.
How you gonna say you give him a pass?
You know why? Because he ain't battle nobody.
Yeah, but we not talking about that. We just talking about reps and sets.
Good.
We talking about reps and sets. Juice.
Pass.
CX Black Cat.
Pass.
CX Black
I give
Cat.
him a pass.
Is he completing?
He just started still.
Is he complete?
He just started.
I know I'm not. I'm just asking you. What's your criterion on reps and sets? Is it not time routines? It's
of
not about
course.
completion.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right, so we going again. Let's start over. Rewind selector.
All right. I'll give Eric Rivera a pass.
You
for
will
sure.
give Eric
The
Rivera
only-
a pass?
No, listen.
This dude has completed major
I have
sets.
I have only one. My thing is that, like we talked about in the car off camera, my thing now is literally with all of these dudes wanting recognition. It's kind of like, what have you done or what are you doing?
What
right?
you think
And I
Eric
feel-
Rivera
wait,
is?
let me
Is
explain.
one of one.
Let me explain. I feel like
Clip
when
this.
I feel like when it comes to him competing against maybe other dudes who are the top tier or top level calisthenic athletes, at least of today, I feel like that's like he don't fit in that conversation. I feel like, but when it comes to maybe, hybrid or this, it's a little bit of a different conversation.
We're not talking about battles.
I feel like
we're
listen,
talking about reps and sets.
Okay, all right. If you're talking about just working out in the park by yourself, yeah, you're definitely gonna give him a pass.
Zeth.
You're gonna give him a pass.
He works out in the park by himself.
And at this point, you're naming pretty much except extra money in calisthenics.
We not done.
You know what I mean? All people.
We
who
not
actually
done.
Work out.
Yeah, we not done.
Okay.
Ev.
Pass.
What's my man named Evolution Cat?
Pass.
This is a good one right here. Bam from Chicago.
Pass.
Northside.
Pass.
Yo, bro, this dude, I don't even want to do this with him no more.
Bro,
this dude.
So they meet your criteria.
Yeah, clearly, of reps and sets.
But you talking about?
We talking about dudes that complete the beast mode requirements in 15 minutes. If you not completing,
Out of everybody that you named, there's fitness phenom.
If you ask me,
no.
If I say pass or trash,
Fitness
Mel,
phenom,
I'm gonna say trash.
Fitness phenom, semi.
He got to get it up.
Who else you mentioned?
No freaky.
Fitness phenom and semi. That's it. If we just making it about the beast mode requirements, who else did you mention?
Akeem Supreme.
Oh no, but you didn't mention him yet.
Juice.
You didn't. Okay, Juice. You didn't mention Akeem Supreme. You mentioned Juice though. Yeah. So out of all them people he named, there's only 3 people who I believe is finishing the beast mode requirements. So everybody else, that means if
trash.
beast mode requirements is just the requirement, that means everybody else is trash.
When we saying reps and sets, those are basic sets. Do you think all of them could do the 5MD? The 5 and 5 unbroken?
No. There's only 3 people on that list who could have completed that. Juice, Fitness Phenom, and Simi.
Hey, the standards are the standards.
That's it. So when you mention pass or trash, it's like, all right, you did say reps and sets, but I'm trying to figure out, are we talking about like maybe on a battle potential tip or whatever it is, like, or what? Because I don't think, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think Fitness Phenom is in his battle shape right now. Compared to before, yeah.
Rip cameraman is smoking weed, bro. Right. Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. Scott Bernhardt, nice too, but not with reps and sets. Rip, don't ask cameraman. I will not. I'm stop. Mel, appreciate the love. ER on it for real.
Okay, I was tripping with Fitness Phenom. I was tripping. But I'm just thinking in terms of, him being able to battle and compete with the top guys in reps and sets. I'm not talking about, and again, I'm not talking about just in general, because I feel like he definitely is there. But I just feel like right now, I don't feel like he's doing the things that put him in that conversation previously. And I only mention that. For example, I don't think Juice is in that conversation right now. But the difference is, what I'm saying is that we know, Juice is clearly not who Juice used to be. No disrespect. What I'm saying is Fitness Phenom is still in the game, right? It's like saying, LeBron. If LeBron fall off right now, he's still in the game. So you can still talk about it. Yeah. Jordan is done. So there's no going back and getting another ring. He's done. LeBron is still playing. So now you can judge him based upon what he's still doing right now. So and once he retire, you could go back and be like, he had a Hall of Fame career and all that.
Yeah.
But so
Fitness Phenom, he's saying he needs to get more active.
I'm saying for right now, for what he's talking about, like the way he's talking and carrying himself, I'm saying, that's it. He just need to get back on the time he was on before. That's it.
And I love to see that.
And I would tell him that to his face is no disrespect, because I feel like, bro, he battled Shredder 3 times and went 3-0. Yeah. He's mad, like he's won mad competitions. I've seen it with my own eyes. He's mad good. He's nice. He also balances the two, but I think that at least right now, he's just not on the top of his game.
Bro,
and I'm comparing it to it. You didn't mention Beast.
But I'm just saying, you're gonna pass.
Did you
I'm
pass?
not gonna mention Eric Rivera all time, bro. That's like saying, yo, this dude can't.
I could beat Beast in a battle right now.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, he said probably. That's crazy. But I could beat Beast in a battle right now. But again, Beast is done. Beast is done.
Yeah.
Right? Beast is done.
Yeah.
Right?
What
Can I
does
beat
that
Michael
mean?
Jordan in a basketball game? I have a chance. The man is in his 60s. I have a chance.
What does that
But
mean?
are we talking about Jordan when he was in his prime? And no, we talking about something different. I'm talking about Eric Rivera as far as what he's doing right now. Is LeBron number one in the NBA right now? No.
So is he past
Eric
his prime?
Rivera still can complete the beast mode requirement, so he's repping. He's a fact.
Again, I was speaking from a different criteria at the time. You said reps and sets, but again, I'm thinking reps and sets meaning battling this other top tier individual. Because previously, the only two names you mentioned before that was Extra Money and Calisthenics Prince. You didn't mention these other guys. You didn't mention a Simi. You didn't mention this person and that person. And still, the next thing I said was Simi needed battle. That's what I said. So that was my mind frame. It wasn't thinking, Eric Rivera, fitness female, he's trash, or he's really, even though that was the connotation that we used, but I wasn't thinking that he's trash. Of course he's not trash. He's tough.
Yeah.
He's mad tough.
Yeah.
He's mad tough, but I just don't know that he's 100% in battle form right now. Is he top 5, you know what I mean, in the league right now, quote unquote? Nah, I don't think he's top 5.
Okay, we need.
Come through
It says. Excuse me, reaching over. He says Black Cat smoke smell in a battle. Okay.
What does one have to do with two?
Somebody clip this and send it to Eric and Black Cat. All right.
What does one have to do with two? That's the problem.
All right, Rip. We need Mel versus Black Cat soon. Now after this.
We can set it up. I'm willing to battle.
Gotta look it up and train for it.
Nothing.
Not ducking no smoke.
ducking nothing.
But the reality is the reality. It's just like you can have an opinion on me. I can have an opinion on these other guys. We have opinions about whether it be actors, rappers,
Is that your
athletes,
opinion?
singers. If we two people, if me and him play basketball against each other right now, y'all gonna sit here and talk about it. Y'all might not even play basketball.
Right.
But y'all be like, damn, yo, Mel can't shoot.
No.
He can't shoot. He can't dribble.
He
But
go
y'all
on-
have an opinion.
Barbershop talk. We go on every day in the barbershop. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody's an analyst at the end of the day.
That's what makes this thing fun and
Yes.
and you know what I mean? It's something to watch.
the debate.
Besides just, yo, look at me do this.
Yeah.
You wanna build a bigger chest? Just do these. Like
Yeah.
it builds more to it.
So this is the beast mode's requirements. So clip this if you wanna find out and train it.
Serious routine, y'all.
It's 50 push-ups into 25 pull-ups, 40 push-ups into 20 pull-ups, 30 push-ups into 15 pull-ups, 20 push-ups into 10 pull-ups, 5 muscle-ups, 10 push-ups, 1 muscle-up, 1 dip at the top, 5-second hold, 1 beast mode, 2 beast mode, 3 beast mode, 4 beast mode, 5 beast mode. Then 1 muscle-up again, 2 dips, and then a 5-second beast mode hold. 1 beast mode, 2 beast mode, 3 beast mode, 4 beast mode, 5 beast mode. Then another muscle up, same thing, 3 dips. You can do it unbroken or broken. 3 dips, all the way up to 10 dips, and you got to hold that last dip, obviously, for the beast mode count.
And believe me, that dip hold is pain.
Yes, and it's supposed to be done in under 15 minutes.
I love to see all the top athletes from each team try these requirements. Or come up with your own requirements. When was the last time a team came out with some requirements? This is what we doing.
Team Rip Right.
Okay.
I remember workouts had some booty requirements. Remember that?
Nah, I don't remember. Nobody ever heard of it.
It's what?
Is there anybody ever did it?
Yeah.
I only seen one person do it, and as last time I checked, they ain't no iron team, so I don't think it counts.
Chad, what's the workhorse requirement?
Nobody can name it. Where's the footy? And listen, it's 2026. If it did not happen on camera, it did not happen.
Oh yeah.
It did not happen. It did not happen. But I don't want y'all to think that I'm disrespecting Eric Rivera, and I don't want him to think that either. Shout out to Eric Rivera, because I'm not. I just thought that he was obviously speaking from a different, criteria or whatever.
I'm
and
talking
I just
about
feel like,
all time.
honestly, I know this right here is gonna motivate you right now to get active. Because the last time I heard you was talking crazy in a good way, but you was talking that competitive. I'm ready to battle nobody messing with me type talk. So I know this is gonna turn you up and make you even more motivated. You know what I mean? If
He
anything.
coming off a win too. He just won the battle last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He should be hyped, man. We
He's
want to see
hyped.
more.
He's
'Cause
hyped.
that was one of them names they were spamming in my
Oh,
comments.
yo,
Like,
it was the
what
man
about-
was the man undefeated. But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Undefeated. But I'm not. You know, I was just speaking of. Is he on his top of his game to
Yeah.
compete with the best quote unquote athletes now? Right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just feel like maybe not. You know what I mean? Meaning he's
Who?
not
Who?
bad.
Who's the best athletes now?
All right. Okay.
Top 5.
All right.
In the game.
Okay, all right. See, I feel like I'm being biased, or y'all gonna feel like I'm being biased, but do I feel like he can compete with Iz in a battle? No. There's only one way I feel like he would win in a battle against Iz. Is if there's mad dips involved, or if it's some crazy weighted sets involved. Other than that, whether it be a burpee, even on a push-ups, and he's terrible at push-ups, right? But even if it's burpees, push-ups, if it's pull-ups, and damn sure muscle-ups, there's no way. So we're talking about, again, a top-tier calisthenic athlete, at least according to me and what most people think. I don't think Eric Rivera gets in that, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're going to be in the camera. In the, I don't feel like he's going to be able to compete with Iz in a battle. I feel like, look, people that would say it's super top tier was Snoop. And I still think, again, do I think Snoop is in that league where he's going to be beating like a Baki, a Taj, you know what I mean? Maybe even Mano now. So, again, I don't think that's the case. But I'm not going to sit here and say, like, Snoop is not one of them ones. I just think that he's kind of in the stages of him hanging it up. And as much as he be saying he's retired, he's still on the top of his game where I feel like he's getting better and can get better. These other dudes, I feel like a lot of them are starting to decline a little bit, and it's no shot, right? LeBron is still great, but he's on his decline.
Yeah, he's not the best version of LeBron.
Yeah, he's still probably top 15 in the league, but he's not top 3 like he used to be.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. For Eric Rivera, he's not top 3 anymore.
Right.
But he's still one of
still
them
that
ones.
man,
That's all I'm saying.
You still that man.
He's still that man. Still that man.
Get my phone for me, bro.
I got you.
Oh, I thought you just were
Yeah,
so
It's going on, man.
yeah, so this is the purpose, bro. Move the pound. We trying to get real, like, cause I kind of want to deal with calisthenic exposed, also talking about the calisthenic community. But when it comes from me, it comes from Mel. It's a bias. It's we only want bad. We don't want no good. But with somebody new coming in, he held it down and was unbiased. And
Don't know nobody, ain't been through no situations with nobody, no nothing.
yeah, and you know, so it was a good look. All right, copy, brother. Gotta train for it. All right, the beast mode requirements. We need to bring out the beast mode battles in 2026, Rip. I like this type of talk. It's healthy competing talk, not personal. Exactly. Yeah, we just talking about smoking dudes. Yo, Rip, what's up, my brother? You heard about the calisthenic event tomorrow at Coney Island? No, I haven't heard about it. I would have loved to be there though. I've never been to the bars in Coney Island. I see nobody above Akeem. I really like Akeem Supreme.
But to say nobody, I feel like that's crazy.
Yeah, because you know what it is? I'm telling you, Akeem Supreme is tough. He's strong. He's definitely a hybrid athlete. But the athletes that can move the same weight as him that's lighter, he's going to have a harder time beating because they're just faster. And if they have the same level of endurance, it's not really going to matter how much rounds they go. He's just not going to be able to catch him. Not saying that he's going to be winded. He's just,
He got long limbs, and
You
those movements take a little.
You on the spot, Eric Rivera or Akeem Supreme in a battle?
Depends.
They doing body weight and weighted exercises. Who wins? And we're not talking about crazy weight. We're talking about 45 pounds, whatever. You know what I mean? On the dips, probably something like that on the pull, but also mixed with body weight.
I'm going to go, no, nothing over 45 pounds?
Nah.
I'm going to go with Eric Rivera.
Tough. They just did a set recently together, and it was kind of neck and neck.
Yeah.
So I feel like that'd be good. And I think the highest weight they had was like a 45, 50 pounds or something like that.
It's going to be I'm going to go with Eric, bro. Because Eric could move that type of weight. But
Yo, Eric is consistent. Like I said, I ain't gonna lie to you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all something
Eric
freaky.
smoked the dude a week ago.
I think Eric Rivera right now is probably the LeBron of calisthenics. in terms of
being older.
No, in terms of being around, winning.
Okay.
Right? And having the accolades, right?
Longevity.
And longevity,
Okay.
right? Still being at the top of his game. Maybe not the best he's ever been, but he's still being at the top of his game and also being versatile. Because Eric Rivera is not just one-sided, you know what I mean? He could add some weight and still, you know what I mean, and get busy.
Yeah,
so he's pound for pound, he's one of them ones.
For
you know what I mean? I just don't feel like like I said, I don't feel like he's top 3, but I feel like he's still up there, you know what I mean?
Who is top 3 right now?
Oh man, top 3 in calisthenics right now.
Let's put an order on it too.
Order.
Put an order on it.
Okay.
Baddie weight?
Okay, wait. All right. Baki.
Okay.
Khalid.
Man.
And Islam.
Yeah, I'll put Son before me.
Nah, Son didn't have no battles like that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, but I'm just saying like.
But honestly, I'll put Son because I really would want to put Akeem Supreme in there too.
Yeah, it's just like
you know what I mean. So, but it's only it's only 3. It's only 3 though.
Akeem is so tough, but he don't care about weight. But weight does hold some weight.
Like, bro, I think you really could. I really think that obviously you've beat him before, but I really think that if you trained, you could beat Son. He could. Yo, listen. Yeah. He could be the old man version of Baki. Whatever y'all think Baki is, he could be the old man version of Baki.
Remember, I beat Son.
Exactly. That's why I say you did it. But the thing is that he don't train like that, right? So, for example, I say this. He's obviously gotten to a level where it's like he could fall back and take his foot off the gas, right? And still be at a crazy high level, right? Yeah. I must say, honestly speaking, I haven't reached that level to say that I could take my foot off the gas and still be top tier. But the same way I be saying, yo, I don't be training like that, or or the way that I want to, is the same way, honestly, he don't be training like that, right? We do not be working out the same way like we once did or at a level. We didn't do that because we doing this. We working.
Yeah, it is. A dude uptown, Jay Fitz, said, I sprinted with Akeem at Yankee Stadium Park with my homies 11 years ago. Dude was a machine then and still is a machine now. Man. That's one thing I can say. And Akeem Supreme is big on this. What they doing now? And it's like, I get it.
Not everybody's going to be...
Yeah,
you can't. It's impossible.
And this is my thing. Like when I talk to Akeem and I mention anybody that's not doing it now, he's like, "Who's doing it now?" That's his mindset. And it's like, when you stop, you want dudes to still be like, Akeem Supreme is still a calisthenic master. Just because a kung fu dude stopped, or he still is a
Yo, look. So I would also give. I would give Zeph that same title, the quote unquote LeBron of calisthenics. But the only reason I don't give him that is because again he don't battle.
Yeah.
Eric Rivera, whatever I said about him, he will battle you. Zeph ain't gonna battle you. Okay. Zeph is kind of like, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do my reps and I'm gonna stay over there. But I'm not gonna battle you, right? And I may know that his routine is tough and I may not be able to get the same time. But here's the thing. Everybody does kind of bot out and switch up in the battle. It's different. Yeah. Do I think that he probably will fall off and you know what I mean? Bought out in the battle? No. But the thing is, you still haven't done it yet. Right? So I feel like he's that great, awesome player who just never got a ring.
Yeah. Yo, clip this chat. Y'all keep talking about Akeem Supreme and Broly games. And we got somebody in the chat right now talking about Akeem Supreme and Broly. Broly every time. Now, some people were saying Broly reps. They don't like his reps from our live stream. And I spoke to Broly on FaceTime. He didn't pick up last time he was on chat. But he said last time that he beat Akeem, he was actually injured. I would love to
see his elbow, right?
Akeem Supreme and a Broly right now. I'm not going to lie. That would be an amazing battle. Because Broly is a little bit lighter, but he can move the same amount of weight. And I think he's faster. Now, shout out to Akeem Supreme because he's never ducking no battle. But he's a lot heavier than most of these guys. And guess what? He don't care.
Yeah.
He don't care.
First person I ever heard say anything about weight and confronting that is Beast. Beast said, "Yo, bro, weight don't matter, bro. It's your body weight, bro. You got to move that joint.
Yeah.
Simple as that. You know what I mean?
Him and Akeem on the same.
You know, if you can't move that weight, get it up off you.
Get it up off you, man.
That's it.
What you feel like about the calisthenic battle between Black Cat and the Philly dude that Eric smoked last week? I don't know. I don't know who Eric smoked. I didn't get to watch it, so I don't know what this is gonna look like. Depending on who this Philly dude is.
Shout out to Coach J.
That's Coach J?
Coach J.
Oh, Coach J about to smoke Black Cat. Possibly. I'm just chatting. I never really seen Coach J really in a battle. Now, if it was Keem, I would say Black Cat gotta.
Nah, Keem is.
Yeah, between Black Cat and
different.
Keem, they would have. Keem would definitely. It'd be a work session. But I can't wait to see that battle. It says literally the inside of the gym. Okay. Hold on 1 second. It says, attention, the last live was being watched by Abu Asada's people because they just dropped another kid competition, but this one was more wholesome. Rip lives be getting watched. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, literally the inside of the gym one with Rip Right, Broly Gaines, one on the streets, Broly won. Yeah, but Akeem, that was just like I need to see them in a full-fledged battle. 3 referees on each side, counting reps, counting form, and you know what I mean? I want to see them in a full body weight, and I want to see them in some weighted and body weight.
Yo, Battle of the Giants Part 2. We're going to set that up.
Oh, yeah. Baki versus the Motivator. Who winning? Clip this. Baki versus the Motivator. Who's winning? Foolish question. Baki versus Motivator. Who's winning?
Baki.
Hey, it's about to get germ ugly if they battle. They battle, it's about to get germ ugly.
Yo, bro,
come on.
That's a silly question. Yo,
nah,
bro,
honestly.
Yo, bro, Baki is going to run laps around 95% of these dudes, especially somebody like Germ.
I think somebody posted something with Abu Asada saying if Germ gets to a particular exercise before Baki.
What do you think that exercise is? What you think that is?
It gotta be some weighted squats. What else could it be? What how is he getting to this exercise before Baki?
Yeah, definitely a Zercher squat.
If I shoot you in the head,
probably Zercher squat or something.
Definitely a Zercher squat.
If I shoot you in the head, my boy, you ain't going nowhere.
It's gonna be something that's not
But
calisthenics.
you know why? Because he's thinking about it like how him and Black Superman. He only got Black Superman because of
back squat.
Exactly
the back squat.
How he got that set up.
And that's just the bottom line. And the routine that y'all gave Baki, he's never gonna look at the routine and say, no. That's not
gonna go with whatever.
That's not gonna
Baki's
favor
a crash out when it
So
comes to
I already know y'all made the routine, probably not with heavy weight, but y'all made it in a way where the reps that they're about to do is good enough for Germ not to burn out. But if it was some real reps, there's no way Germ is getting to any
or some unbroken sets or something crazy like that.
You're not getting to no other exercise before Baki.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Germ, he I think he go hard, but just because you make a lot of facial expressions and talk loud, you know.
That ain't enough.
That don't mean, come on. We done seen what Baki can do. Come on.
You did your piece on, you got to do a piece on Baki soon.
For sure.
And you were supposed to never touch that. Yeah, you were supposed to just touch those over there.
No, I did, but it wasn't working, so I decided to switch.
Yeah. So it says, respect, Mel. You can always troll as long as you bring it back like you just did. All love, bro. Some cats don't know when to circle back and correct themselves. That's why we rock with you. All right. We got Rainbow.
Who said that?
Play ball 115.
Yo, bro, it's all love, bro. Ain't nobody, like I said, I rock with some of these dudes. I was gonna say all of them, but I don't. Let's just be honest with you, I don't. But some of these dudes, bro, I respect their work, bro. I could put feelings aside from saying, yo, bro, this dude, I don't like him. Bro, we talking about just work ethic only.
He says, nobody touches Akeem. One person said, Broly, Akeem, Goku Pump, Baki, Rip Right. That's his top 5. Another person said, Baki, Styles, and Khalid. That's his top 3. Uptown J Fit said, Baki is tough, though. Yeah, Baki is he's different, bro. credit to Islam for being in the game for a while. Yeah, only 7 years, but you know what it is? It may seem longer. I seen a dude. He's like, I've been watching you since I was a little kid, and I'm like, dude, how old is you? Like,
yeah.
I'm like,
it ain't been a decade plus yet.
Yeah. So these dudes, some of them is like 21 now. They was watching me
14
at 14. So I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the ultimate battle of calisthenics. What you mean? Hell nah, I'm tripping. I'm telling you, Akeem is a specimen. Akeem #1. Yo, bro, Akeem is tough. But what I'm saying is he's a lot heavier and his limbs are a lot longer.
Yeah.
And it's not like a dude is gonna outwork him, but a dude reps is just too fat. But
that's why you can't do, especially if you're gonna run a real battle. That's why I don't like 5-minute quote unquote routines. Right. Because it doesn't tell the full picture per se, right? It starts off like if we racing the 50 pull-ups, it's like, all right, bro, if you do your whole 50, even if I get my 50 unbroken just like you, it's about who did the faster reps rather than who burnt out quicker, who gas tank ran out.
The first battle of the Giants, the 2-on-2 battle, Akeem, Mr. Watch Me Work. What was the reason from your perspective of why it was so lopsided? I thought that battle would have been a lot closer. I had a lot of high anticipation for it to go like neck and neck, and it just didn't.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Honestly, live up to what I expected.
It was. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Originally everybody was kind of, especially him. He was blaming kind of like Son because he like, I don't know this dude. Y'all put this dude on my team because that's it. You know, it was unexpected, right? It was supposed to be the Giants, right? You know, no disrespect to Sean. Obviously, that's the rip, but he wasn't supposed to. He wasn't a giant, right? The quote unquote giant. He wasn't supposed to be there, but the other guys wasn't able to show up or whatever it is, and obviously it only ended up being 3 individuals. So the teams was lopsided. Still needed a person to fill a spot, and nobody shortchanged him by putting Son on the team because Son is the best of them, right?
Yeah, right.
But everybody was like, "Yo, damn!" Even after the battle, it was like, "Yo, Son, what's going on? You're not in your you're not in your A game. Like, what was going on?" He like, "Yo, I ain't been training crazy like I." Okay. But when we went back and looked at the tape, he did more reps on most exercises than Akeem Supreme did.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, okay, did y'all expect more from him? I thought he did pretty good. That was my introduction to him.
I didn't know at the time because every time I looked over, I seen Son not on the bar. Okay. But the reason why is because Akeem Supreme was doing 1 rep and then he wouldn't let Son go. And then he would rest and Son waiting to get on the bar. You supposed to move out the way, Akeem.
Yeah.
But he kept not. He didn't feel adequate with that just 1 rep. He wanted to do more, so he hurt himself. You know what I'm saying? But I think the reason why that battle was totally lopsided is because Akeem Supreme is not a machine, and I don't mean that in a bad way.
No, the stuff that he was doing before also.
I mean, we was wilding out days before that.
Yeah, I saw those.
He ripped his hands open. Yeah. He did 30 muscle-ups with 10 people. He was just wilding. He was doing his bands.
He wasn't sleeping.
Yeah. He was eating. He was, you know what I mean, drinking. He was doing all kind of stuff.
Yeah, facts.
He was just like on vacation. So when the battle came, I was working a little bit too, but nothing like what they was doing. So I was a little more, you know what I mean? Watch me work, I thought was going to be a little exhausted because of the 18-hour drive, 13 hours, whatever.
He got out the car.
He was ready. So I think what made that battle really lopsided was Akeem Supreme hands was ripped.
Okay.
And that's pain. When your hands is ripped from beginning of the battle.
Yeah.
And then also muscles just being fatigued. But I think in retrospect, I think if his hands wasn't ripped, I think it would have been a closer battle.
So speaking of hands being ripped, why can't we give Abu Asada some leniency for the 50 muscle-ups now?
The reason why we can't is because he talk crazy.
Yeah, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
1, and number 2, you didn't even say your hands was ripped. You get what I'm saying?
Was it ripped before the battle?
He said it was ripped before the battle.
According to him, he said his hand. No, look. My problem with this is, according to him, he said that his hands was ripped from the day before, which means that this was before they had their back and forth beef, and he was making all those clips and all of that in front of the hotel.
Right.
all of those things happened, as far as his hands being ripped, all of that happened before you made those clips. Which means some people, right, when y'all hear me talking crazy, this is a little insider info, but when y'all hear me talking crazy, usually that means that I'm ready to go now, meaning I'm ready to battle now.
Yeah.
And it's not saying that I'm going to duck because I'm not ready, but it means that I know I'm not on my A game.
Yeah.
So I'm not about to just jump out there, you know what I mean? And I feel like he still did that. He still jumped out there knowing that he always had this quote-unquote, you know what I mean, in his pocket, in his back pocket, like, yo, you know what? I lose because you wouldn't have used that as an excuse. You probably wouldn't even have mentioned it if you won that battle.
Exactly. I don't like the excuses either. Like,
yeah, I honestly, if my hands is ripped up like that, I'm not battling.
No more copping, please.
He made the excuse. Listen, he made that mistake before battling when he wasn't prepared to battle.
I was fully.
And it was dumb. It was dumb, but you know what? I even asked him, like, yo, bro, you know, but I understood why. Bro, we driving 14, 15 hours. We in the car. People's expecting. We got the gym. There's all this other stuff. Money was spent. People was paying for that battle. It wasn't like, yo, we just popped up and we just had a meet up in the park. People paid for that battle. We had a date, had a time, all of that. And it's like, damn, you know what? Bro, I'm going to just go out there. I'm going to do the best that I can. You know, win, lose, and draw. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight. And, you know, another proof to that is he did. Got it?
Yeah.
He did way better than I thought. And even as me telling him, obviously I wasn't going to tell him, nah, bro, you can't do it, bro. I'm going to tell him what he need to hear, right? I'm going to coach him through this, right? I'm going to tell him, yo, bro, you got it. But in my mind, I honestly was thinking like, yo, bro, I don't think this is going to be good. Right? But I still didn't tell him that. And even through the battle, he's surprising me. He's doing the pull-ups. I'm like, he ain't going to be able to muscle up at all. He's done. And he's still muscling up. He going. And he's winning.
Michael Jordan flu game.
I'm like, bro, at the end, I wasn't really trying to push him too much. But at the end, when I started to push him and he was really like done, I'm like, bro, it's 10 pull-ups, bro. Do them damn 10 pull-ups, bro. You're winning.
I couldn't.
You're winning. And he looked at me, he's like, yo, bro, Mel, I cannot. Like, I just can't. And I was like, all right, bro. And I just helped him, you know what I mean, take the belt off. I'm like, bro, I get it. Because the whole time, he never said he couldn't. He got to the last 10 pull-ups. That's what people got to realize. It was 10 pull-ups. 10 pull-ups and you're winning. My thing is, even if you do realize, like, yo, bro, you losing, it's 10 pull-ups. You're going to just finish your 10 pull-ups and just finish your food, right? He was like, bro, I cannot do a pull-up.
My lats.
Bro, he didn't work out for like what? Probably like 2-3 weeks after. He was done. He was done, bro. He was done. He sweated out all his clothes. He had to ask me, yo, Mel, you got a shirt for me? Yo, he sweated out all his clothes. He was taking all kind of honey tea, ginger, sea moss, turmeric, all kind of stuff before the battle.
Salute to Son in the chat.
He didn't want to take no pictures, do the little walkthrough. He like, bro, it's cold over there. I'm getting the chills. I'm like, bro, we got to get the content. He like, nah, yo, bro. He was cooked. I never seen him cook like that before the battle. But he still went out there and still worked. Worked, bro.
So that's the difference.
Difference, bro. Difference.
So the chat, and I didn't mention I was sick at all until like he started going crazy because he was asking me, yo, why you quit? And I'm like, it's all good. I told him later why I had quit, but then he started, you know what I mean?
He started going off crazy. And it's because I think he was offended. But again, it was his own actions. He said to me, we seen him again. This wasn't on camera.
On the bar.
He asked me the next day we went to what was it? Like LA Fitness. Yeah, it was LA Fitness. We got to the gym the very next morning and he was like, he's like, yo, bro, you know, let me ask you something. He's like, yo, why y'all put out that video? I'm like, what video? He's like, the video y'all just put out or whatever it is, talking about me sitting on the bar. I said, bro, because you sat on the bar, where's that good at? And he started laughing. He like, yeah. I'm like, bro, that's cheating, bro. I'm like, he like, well, bro, we had a discussion about the rules, which is true. He like, we had a discussion about the rules, and sitting on the bar was never mentioned. I said, bro, you know what? I said, I never thought about anybody sitting on the bar. I said, but just for you, I said, bro, that's going to be the new Sell on the Bar's rule book. No sitting on the bar.
That's like
and he started laughing. And he said, yo, you know, I got that because I seen a battle in LA, and he said Prove It was sitting on the bar. I think it was Prove It. He says Prove It sat on the bar. He said, and I know because he said you was the one filming, and
and prove it sat on the bar. I said, bro, that's not a. I said, bro, that's not even a thing. So you know when it came up, when him and Abu Sada talked about it, he said, so if a dude's doing push-ups and a dude throw glass on the floor, was that in the rule book?
Yeah.
It was that, and he's like, come on, bro, that's being extra. I'm like, no, it's not, bro. So we go in the gym. He go in the sauna. He still cooked. He go in the sauna. Like, yo, I'm gonna try to sweat this out or whatever. Me, Abu Asada, and one of the other bros is over there, and I'm filming for Abu Asada, right? You know, I'm filming videos or whatever it is. I ain't really feel like working out. I'm in the gym with him, and he says, I was doing some muscle ups, right, by myself. Yeah. Now, I wasn't working out, but I was doing muscle ups, right? And I'm like, and he's stretching and stuff, like, you know, warming up. And I'm like, yeah, let me do the Abu Asada. So I did the muscle up, and I sat on the bar, and I'm like, he like, what you talking about? I'm like, yeah, you know, this your spot right here, you know, sitting on the bar. And he like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, that joint did buy me about 3 or 4 extra muscle ups, because So it proved my point as to say, if you didn't sit on the bar, you wouldn't have been able to continue the routine.
You said it.
So tell me this, was the motivation to put the video out of him sitting on the bar come from the confidence he showed after? Because the him beating you, or you forfeiting and waving the white flag, was, I think, a confidence boost. Because immediately after, he was calling out Olympic athletes. He was calling out NFL players. He said anybody who wanted.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he was hyped.
Was it the
it was more so shock.
Cause he walking around.
That was the thing. It wasn't just like I took my dub. It was kind of like,
damn, I really.
It was like, nah, I walked him down, and the horses and he started putting up all these different joints with the gazelle and all kind of. I'm like, yo, bro, what the hell? What's going on?
So when I finally seen this dude was leaning on the bar and sitting on the bar, I was
putting his feet on the wall.
I was kind of appalled. I said, I was in disgust.
Yeah.
Because here I am, dead dog sick, and just being honorable.
And you kind of don't want to let it slide. It's like, okay, I'm letting it, even because him with the hand thing. The honorable thing to do was to take the L, not to go and had this not have happened.
Yeah,
all that type. But because he pushes the honorable man.
Yeah,
so I'm all about take the L, the L. It is what it is. Like, even if you did have the disadvantage, who cares? You live to fight another day. Rematch it.
Right, but you see, he takes it somewhere. That's my biggest gripe with him. He takes it somewhere else.
Hey, y'all rematched it. Okay, you took your L. L is an L, regardless of how it happened. Rematch it.
Right.
Give me a chance to prove. Right. I love to see that Akeem Supreme rematch.
Definitely.
Give you a chance to prove.
Again, even still, I don't think it would happen. You know why?
You know what I would love to see?
He's ducking.
It'd be great for the sport.
You know what I would love to see? You beat me that first battle, right? I quit. You walked me down.
Run that same routine.
Yeah.
Run that same routine.
He would never.
Run that same routine.
You would never.
Run the same routine. It got weights involved in it, pistol squats, all kind.
You would
run
never.
the same routine.
He would never.
The trilogy that Calisthenics needs.
You would never run that same routine.
The battle you won, the one you walked him down.
Yeah.
Run that one.
Yeah, where won't be no bar for you, or wall for you to sit on. Punish him. He would never.
It'd be great for
the first thing he'd say is, you got a weird case, so I ain't really want to get no, because you was ready for me to come and sell it on the bars in Maryland. So let's not so a lot of these dudes. Let's get to some of the chat, because I see we dropped because we haven't been taking nothing from the chat. So we got a guy here, Looney Tunes, says I could do more push-ups than all of y'all. I can even have y'all stand on my back while I do 1,000. Right. It says, I believe Black Cat will win. He been taking his training on another level. No disrespect to Coach J. I haven't watched his work ethic. Okay, yeah, I think Black Cat got a good chance against Coach J, but we'll see when that happens. Do y'all or did y'all ever add weights to any movement or just increase reps? Yeah, but I've added weights. I've done weighted calisthenics, but not for long periods of time, and not frequently. But I mostly just add reps. Okay, it was a question that I had seen in here. I appreciate you, your RIP team, a few athletes, or the final reason why I'm getting back into shape. Okay, yeah, I would definitely like to see that battle again with Akeem Supreme and Mr. Watch Me Work. What you think about that?
Oh yeah, definitely a good battle. I think I want to see that rematch. And I feel like that's a rematch that could happen. I think also that, you know, I feel like the inexperience of watching work.
They mentioned that
the
here
biggest problem. But other than that, I feel like it would be a great battle. I feel like definitely Akeem Supreme definitely cooked him in the battle.
Sure.
But I feel like it's no excuses, but I just feel like it was due to his inexperience because you could see from the first 10 seconds, you could see how this battle was going to go. You like, all right, wait a minute, something's wrong here.
Salik Robinson said if he didn't lose to Akeem Supreme, he was just pacing himself a little too fast while Akeem was taking his little sweet time. He knew Watch Me Work was going to gas out fast.
That's experience,
and
bro.
And I told him.
Experience, yeah.
I told him.
I feel like those are two good athletes like that could go against each other, and I feel like that's definitely a likely battle to be able to happen again.
You see, Game Bros Gusto said the same routine with me and Abu Salah is the only thing that makes sense. You know why? Because you can't say that routine favors me.
Right.
Because you won.
That's a fact. And even though the second routine, you created the entire routine with no changes.
Yeah.
Not one change.
And got your head popped off.
Victim weight.
Not one change.
Yeah.
Mike, even that. Let's address that real quick. So, okay, where's the first time you heard the victim weight thing?
Me personally, it was Abu Asada.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So a lot of people have watched and they be like, "Yo, why was Iz talking crazy, talking about anybody 200 pounds and over is victim weight?" It was a play on words because Abu Asada would say anybody under 200 pounds was victim weight.
Yep.
So he's basically saying, "I just cook you.
Yeah.
Now you're victim weight."
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Man.
That was the play on words, but people run with it and make it seem like, nah, he started that and meaning. You know what I mean? He kicked that off, and it's like, wait a minute, bro. Like
that was just a response.
That was just a response, bro. It was just responding to what he said,
and a damn good one.
A damn good one.
They said what happened to Sanchez. We still don't know. That's between Team Workhorse and them. Whenever they decide to quote unquote expose it or say it, we don't know. We don't know what's going on with Sanchez. Shout out to Sanchez. Yeah, that's about it. What's up with the battles, the team battles, and sell it on the bar battles? Calisthenics needs that.
Facts. Big facts.
So how you feel about that? Like about the team battles and even just sell on the bars battles and us having them joints?
Me personally, I just want to see more battles. When y'all were running the battles, it was plenty of content for me coming from a fan perspective. The fans want to see those battles, those head-to-heads. Like, yeah, watching you do 1,000 reps is crazy, and we love to see that too. That's the motivation to make us do it. But we want to see those battles. That's what's gonna get the testosterone up. That's what's gonna want to make me want to go. I was telling you off camera, when people battle and you give your commentary, it sticks with me when I'm training. I'm hitting my muscle ups and I'm starting to burn out, and all I can think of is he must ain't take that shit legit. That CMOS. I'm like, hell no, I can't be on that type. I got to get that. We want to see those battles.
Damn, that's crazy.
We need to settle it on the bars. The
That's
game
crazy.
need it.
Yo, so this is good. All right. It says, no, they want to see me battle Broly Gaines. Have I ever battled Broly? No,
I feel like that'd be a good battle.
That would be that would definitely be a good battle because Broly has some endurance. You say work out a little. Battles I want to see: Miguel versus Obralic.
Okay, yo, I haven't
Stars
seen Miguel
versus
in a minute.
me.
Stars,
bro. You don't.
No. Stars is tough, but I just wasn't expecting somebody to say Stars. You know what I mean,
bro?
Like,
bro.
when's the last time Stars battled?
I never seen him
That's
battle.
what I'm saying. It was just left field. I'm not saying he's not
but
tough.
I'm not gonna lie,
Damn sure
bro.
he's tough. You know Stars?
I don't.
Yeah, he's
bro,
tough.
if he was in the battle league working, I think he would be top 3, top 5.
That just caught me by surprise.
Stars,
he's tough. He's tough.
Stars is tough.
He's tough.
Abu Sada versus Akeem. Yeah, we would love to see that. Zerv versus Styles. Definitely I'd love to see that. I love Styles, and I think after he had hurt his wrist, his reps definitely went down a little bit in certain aspects. I think he just be pushing too fast, like meaning like he's fatigued. He needs like 3 seconds, but he takes 1 second. So when he goes back to it,
the reps is not as clean.
Yeah, it's not crisp.
You got to go over that list, and I want to know who you think will win in each one of those battles. I want to know both of y'all think.
In what list?
Like that list you just mentioned in battles.
Yeah. I have a hard time with Stars. I'm not even going to lie. And I don't know about a battle because I haven't seen him in a battle. But I know reps and sets. Bro, yeah, he's not saying he's a pioneer, but he's definitely.
Okay, so you think you could beat him in that same routine that you did with Snoop?
Probably not. Bro, he a dog. I'm telling you. Bro, it would be, you know why?
Okay.
Because his push is a lot stronger than mine.
Wait, but is his push stronger than Snoop's?
Damn near equal.
Okay, so all right, so that should be, it would have similar
But
outcomes.
his muscle ups and pull ups is about equal to mine. So now you're dealing with the elements now. It's like, is he gonna burn out or I'm gonna burn out? You feel what I'm saying? We talking about a 25 muscle ups without getting off the bar. A 50 pulls easy. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, you think he could also hold up if y'all had the strict muscle up standard or rules? You think?
Yeah. I think that'll give me definitely a better chance. I think that'll definitely give me definitely, because that's the only way we would. So obviously that routine would take us a lot longer. We probably would drop the muscle ups.
Because it was 25, right?
Yeah,
25
because
strict like that is tough. And then after all of that,
25 strict like that is gonna be
after 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups is nasty.
It's gonna have to be like 10. Yeah, Stars is good. You don't know.
I don't. Nah.
Yeah.
That's another person for you to.
I'm gonna have to do some.
But he don't
research.
have a lot of stuff out there though. So
Okay.
kind of a lot of the stuff that we know, especially him, is more so from actually seeing in
Like
person.
being there,
You know what I mean? So
You can't. You see, people don't know Stars push is strong, bro. But I don't know. He failed the Barbarian requirements. I think it was on the 60 push-ups, maybe. I'm not sure. But now his push is a lot. But his push was stronger than mine from way back when we was doing a 40 caliber set with D300. Yeah. Ice the GOAT. Nah, Ice is definitely
you think
tough.
Ice is the GOAT of reps and sets calisthenics, and obviously we're talking about here in the US.
Oh, in the US? He's definitely up there, bro. He's definitely up there. I haven't really seen too much people touching Ice. Not in the US, bro. That's why Baki is very important to the calisthenics community right now. Because he just came out of nowhere. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Ice isn't better than Velasad.
Who's that?
That's the dude out of Jersey. Yo, bro.
Oh, snap.
I'm not.
Nah, I know who that is.
You know who he is?
He's
You right.
He's an alien.
But-
He's the actual alien. He's different, bro. He's different.
Yeah.
I feel like the only thing is
I gotta
he
see
got
this.
good reps, but I just wonder if, like in a 10-minute or 15-minute routine, if his reps would be fast enough to be able to beat Baki. But as far as completing the reps, he damn sure is.
But
I feel like it's cooking Baki.
Yeah,
As
I
far
gotta
as just
see him
completing
in
them.
person.
Does
All
he
his
battle?
no.
Nah,
That's
you
why
don't
we
do
need
no
to settle on the
competition.
bars.
Yeah, I hit him up
Boxing.
one time and he never responded to do a selling on the bars. Cause my thing is this: he edits his videos, and the way he does his edits, the screen goes dark.
Yeah.
The music,
all of this extra stuff.
Yeah, so I need to see this.
Yeah. But you know who else does that? Okay, I know he's definitely tough, of course. I'm not saying that he's not. But you know who else does that?
Who?
Ice.
Yeah.
Ice be with all these edits on his...
But it's different because we've seen Ice in person.
No, I know that. That's what I'm saying. It's different. But I'm saying still, Ice does all of these edits to his video rather than just uploading the raw clip of him doing a 70 pulls 80, whatever, you know what I mean? Unbroken, he's gonna add all these edits and effects and special effects to the video.
No.
And it's not a lot of stuff out there about Ice, especially recently.
D300, pass or trash?
Pass.
Reps
No,
and
reps
sets?
and sets. No, trash. I thought you just. I'm bugging.
You must know something I don't.
I'm bugging. That was dumb. That was.
Yeah, because somebody just asked,
I'm bugging.
we need D300 versus Akeem. No,
That would never happen.
D300 is not an endurance body weight calisthenics. He doesn't do endurance body weight calisthenics. Now, as far as him moving his body weight and being the toughest 300 pounder to touch the floor, I'll give him that all day. That's my guy. But endurance, doing a beast mode
We
requirement.
need to see D300 versus Big Boy.
Yeah, they wanted to see that.
Strength
But
cartel,
Yeah.
boy, okay. Yeah.
That's what we
A
need to
while
see.
ago,
But
I
I
was-
might say he's way
lighter
lighter
now.
now. Way
He's
lighter.
lighter.
yeah, I would say when he was 300 pounds, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been good.
But I still think Big Boy would have probably got him because D300 is not doing cardio like Big Boy. Big Boy was cardio
Big
boy.
Big Boy was doing everything. Like I'm talking about, the man was doing burpees.
Yeah.
He's doing
Yeah.
reps.
Yeah.
He's lifting weights.
Man.
He's sprinting,
Boxing.
running, jumping. He. I'm like, bro, this dude just.
They said, nah, he's from France, Dad. No, he's not. He's right here in...
Maybe he is. Maybe that's where he might be originally from, but that's where he lived. As far as
They said nobody has ever seen him in person. He's an alien.
I mean, he hasn't popped out to any calisthenics, events or anything like that I know of. I've never seen him anywhere, but in terms of, bro, his reps, bro, is ridiculous, bro. Bro, he's ridiculous, bro. He's gonna give you multiple sets of 50 pull-ups unbroken. He's tough. Yeah, he's tough, bro. He's doing a 20 pull-ups on a minute.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's tough, bro. He's tough. There's not a lot of dudes that's doing that, bro. But like you said, do want to see him in a battle, bro. Because again, at that high level, I don't think that there's a likelihood that he ends up, completely dropping the ball in a battle. But still, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets in a battle and he doesn't perform as great as you would expect.
Who's that?
Any of these dudes who don't battle.
Okay.
Because you get them nerves, them jitters.
Those lights get bright.
Yeah, you
Those
start,
lights get bright.
snap, there's mad people in here, they're watching, this is on camera,
Yeah.
I don't want to get embarrassed, I
Yeah.
don't want to take a L,
Man.
you know what I mean?
Pull
Like,
a
I'm
cuzzo.
sweating, I'm nervous.
His palms are sweaty.
Yeah.
Knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on the sweater already, mom spaghetti.
He's nervous. Man.
Yo, bro, that drink
Clip
is
that.
real.
Yeah, that's why you got to battle, man. To be
Bro.
considered the king
Yeah, and you gotta win some battles.
under pressure.
Yeah, I'm not even saying you gotta be undefeated. I'm just saying you gotta really win
Yeah.
and be known for winning, not
Yeah.
known for losing.
Yeah, you want
Extra Money is known for losing. He just
Yeah.
finally won his first battle to somebody who's not even. We don't even rate him like that as far as reps and sets.
Even if you don't win, you're a threat. Like Mr. Watch Me Work, he lost a lot of battles,
But
but,
he's a
you
threat,
know,
though.
any battle he's in,
He's a
it's
threat.
chance.
He's a
It's a you scared. He coming.
It's a
He
threat.
coming,
Yeah,
so.
it's a fact. That's a fact.
They said Baki needs to battle a Euro barbarian to make it fair. Andre Sets
Nah, I
would
don't
be a
think
good
so.
battle against him.
I don't think so because I feel like honestly he got to get his get back with Taj
Yeah, and I seen Khalid almost wax him.
a
So
couple of times.
yeah,
Couple of times.
he's barely I said just now was
Oh, yeah.
7 seconds from beating Baki. So if he not blowing dudes out, it's I want to see Juice
Pause.
blowing dudes out.
That was crazy.
That's crazy.
That was crazy. that was crazy. That was clip that.
No,
that was
that's not-
crazy. That was
Yo,
crazy.
blowing dudes out,
That was crazy. And then he just looked at his phone like,
bro.
I'm
bro,
gonna just let it go. And
bro,
then, nah,
bro,
that was crazy.
bro, blowing dudes.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was in 4K, y'all.
Nah,
4K 60.
Nah, that's regular.
Wow.
That's regular chat.
Nah.
Yo, I blew him out.
Nah. Nah. I ain't blowing nobody out.
He got smoked.
I ain't blowing candles out. I ain't doing none of that.
Yo,
I ain't doing none of that. That was wild.
you lost now. I got blew out.
Nah,
Bro,
I lost. I
nah.
didn't get blown out.
Now you check. Now you
I'd
check.
rather you say, yo, bro, I got cooked, but saying you got blown out, that's crazy.
Bro, that's regular chat.
Yo, bro, what time is it?
That's
It
regular
might be past
chat.
your bedtime. You acting up.
Yo, bro.
The sun done went down and he got freaky.
Nah.
Freaks
Yo,
come
bro,
out at night.
Man.
Chat. Did we say Juice versus Hakeem?
Nah, but I feel like that would be a great
That'd
battle.
be epic.
Yeah, that'd be a great battle.
Juice right now?
No.
Like Prime Juice?
No. I think Prime Juice. Because multiple times, even Juice has said multiple times in recent times, like, yo, I'm trying to get back. Yo, I'm about to get back. So I don't think that it would be, you know what I mean, a fair situation right now. You know what I mean? But you know Dark Knight?
Yep.
Yeah, Dark Knight's tough.
Shout out to Dark Knight.
Dark Knight's tough. I feel like he's one of them ones too that you know gets slept on because he's not out there. He's not vocal.
Right.
You know what I
Who's
mean?
that?
Dark Knight. Dark Knight is very chill, low key, and it's crazy because he do have his moments where he'll talk his talk. You know what I mean? And he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm him." You know what I mean? But
So
it's not
somebody
common.
said something about knee pain, right? So because I was going through some stuff. Big Rip, what do you know about repeat? You may be familiar with repeat and nutrition. It says especially about maximizing metabolism. Seen you have swollen knees, and that's a sign of some what's this word?
Hypothyroidism.
Hypothyroidism. You ever heard of that?
Nah.
That was good, especially fasted. And then he says maximizing thyroid collagen production, things like that. Sugar and simple energetics interventions will make you even more powerful, in my opinion. Working out fasted ain't it? Takes such a toll on you. You think working out fasted takes a toll on your body like that?
Nah, I don't think so. I think if
What
you
you think?
I think if you replenish your body afterwards, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's all here. It's all in the head. Yeah, as long as you get those nutrients in within that 24-hour window, you are good. That 30-minute anabolic was just great marketing by food companies.
It says, Yasir versus Baki would be a great battle also in my opinion. Yeah, Baki versus Taj not going to happen. They know Baki on another level. Watch Zeph throw a Euro BB at him to teach him a lesson. You ain't lying.
Nah, but Zeph was on the live talking to Abu Asada saying, nah, he got to get his get back. So he was talking confidently about Taj's work.
He know that.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really think that.
Rip, let's talk steroids and calisthenics.
Steroids and calisthenics is foul. To do pull-ups, push-ups, and dips is crazy.
Let's go.
But it does happen though.
Hey.
It does happen.
Yeah.
Man, what, I mean, you think it's going on right here in the U.S.?
Of course.
For sure.
I feel like it doesn't make sense though, honestly, especially there's no competition, okay, besides selling on the bars where you could actually even win a decent amount of money to be able to say, all right, yo, this was worth me doing this to actually try to get some money and try to get a win out of this.
Right.
You know what I mean? These dudes is taking this to the workout in the park by themselves.
Yeah.
Or when they do compete, they're competing and they getting a pat on the back or $100.
It says, Cruz, I work out fasted daily. I'm healthy though. I would say that too. But you know, my diet ain't also the best and my sleep schedule. I think that also affects me. How about you? You work out fasted?
For sure. I switch it up.
Okay, yeah. Mel is the best when it comes to camera work and battle commentary.
Most
He's the
definitely,
GOAT.
I agree.
And no one can say otherwise. All facts, no fiction.
Damn, appreciate it.
I second that motion.
Hannibal.
Appreciate
It says Hannibal is tough, but I'm concerned about his oral health. See, this is the thing.
Yo, bro, what?
You can't worry about that's him. Let's focus. Let's focus on his calisthenics.
That's it. Like,
Oral health?
yeah.
Yes, it's catabolic.
Come on.
Not all in the head. You will notice most Olympics go on sugar gel and look into things like meldronite, mitochondria run better on sugar than on fat. Cortisol breaks muscle down. Okay, he's coming scientifically on me. People like Goggins.
Yeah. Hey, yo, clip that.
Yo, bro.
Yo,
bro, what
on
you...
me scientifically. Chill out.
Nigga.
Yo, bro.
What are you...
Time out.
What are you chatting about?
I gotta get the flag. I gotta get like Jada and Joe. Yo, bro. Yo, throw the flag down, son. You...
Yo, I'm about to go on my roller.
Yo, my man said he's coming on me scientifically. Damn. Yo, bro. Damn, that's crazy, son.
Yo, bro.
I'm disappointed in you, son.
Bro, I'm a little tired.
Yeah, something going on. Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway.
People like Goggins are supplementing thyroid and lying to everyone. That is pure grit. They done destroy themselves just to try it, my brother. Training with a bit of sugar is better. Your muscles feel. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if dudes are on peptides since the Instagram game is so reputation based and dudes don't want to lose. I can see dudes on peptides. What is peptides? You know what peptides is?
I do. It's the new undercover. It's the thing right now. I mean, Ozempic is a form of peptide.
Is it steroids? No. It's more like...
It's a performance enhancer. But mostly used for medical purposes.
And you take it, like you shoot it up, no freaky? Is it oral?
It's oral and they have injections. But it's not as strong as steroids or like SARMs.
This nigga Mel don't miss nothing. Yo, son. Bro.
Man.
Yo, facts, son. This joker is, he's throwing me off.
Yo, bro. He is the... Bro,
this man Mel gotta be stopped. And Cruz laughing. I ain't using Goggins as a source, bro. I'm saying he's a grifter. All right, glow stack, bro. All right, hold up. Mel is really an official dude. Don't know why people hate on him. He's the real youngster in charge. What Germ say after that?
The youngest in charge.
But then he said, you need to know that, or he say something silly after that.
You better believe that.
Yeah, you know.
You better believe that.
You better believe that.
Yo, bro, what has Germ done?
Nothing. Bro. Yo,
bro, Germ ain't do nothing but have knee surgery, all right? My man went from knee surgery to knee surgery. That's the only thing he ever did in his life.
Bro.
My man is the youngest crippled man.
You better believe that.
You better believe that.
Nah, shout out to Germ.
Yeah, shout out to Germ.
Yo, bro.
I can't wait to see.
Yo, bro, I don't got no problem with Germ, son. I don't want no problems, all right? Listen, Germ is a nice, young, respectful, handsome, good, prosperous young man who's trying to do the right thing.
We on your
No.
your line.
Pause. The reason I said that is because what's the joint that they be saying? It's a germ. What's the joint?
It's about to get germ ugly.
Yeah, okay, that's why I said that.
Healthy is handsome.
That's why I try to. You know what I mean? Help him out. You know what I mean? It was try to help him out with that.
Yeah.
That's what I was mentioning that for.
If no peptides are short amino acid chains that signal to your genes to produce more collagen or repair faster. That don't sound like an enhancement, but it's probably...
It helps recovery.
Yeah, it helps with injury, bro.
Yeah.
So they could train nonstop so you can rep more. I'm good. So you can rep more. I need to feel my body in pain to let me know, stop.
Right, yeah.
You going overboard.
Definitely.
I mean, Mel loved the freaky lines. Exactly. Exactly. It says... If you want me to come scientifically, peptides are of various uses. I believe they're worth looking into, especially after 40 years old. What you think about peptides? Should I get on peptides?
Nah, you too young, man. You still in your prime, I think. You doing your thing.
You saying 50, you might want to look into some peptides.
When the testosterone starts to dip, then you can think about it. It won't be a cheat code then.
Son, handsome is crazy. Nah, facts. Yo, good looking for backing me up, Rip.
Yo.
Bro.
Handsome is crazy. But
Yeah.
I just was trying to.
And then Game Bro says Jeremy is handsome.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, you was wildin'.
That was wild. He trying to get his get back.
Gotta get my get back.
I see.
Man.
My man said he coming on me scientifically. He was
like that.
Yo, bro.
Like that.
Coming.
That was crazy.
Mel nasty boy, that's a fact. He says TBF swag. Meldronite beats it all. Sharapova was on it for 10 years. And guess what? Meldronite makes your muscles run on glucose only, making them more efficient. You can train ×2 volume. See, this is what I'm saying. What happens when you overtrain because you got something in your system that's helping you recover faster? Or I just think it's wear and tear, and you just maximizing the,
Yeah, I think a good example of that, I know it's outside of calisthenics, but Ronnie Cole.
I knew you was going to say Ronnie
Cole.
And he said he'll do it all over again.
He's had like 10 back surgeries, still trying to walk again. I mean, was it worth it?
Yeah.
Nah.
Set up Joe the Dog versus Superman. Who's Joe the Dog? I want to see that. Let me know who's Joe the Dog and who's Superman. No one can say Mel don't make calisthenics fun, bro. He's more of what we need. Yeah, Mel definitely is one of those.
Most definitely.
Appreciate it.
It prevents oxidation. It protects your heart. So what we got in store from Calisthenic Exposed, man, from Trap Harder.
Man, coming there, tears. That's why I was asking you, where would you put this athlete? Where would you put that athlete? We got NYC Calisthenics tier list coming soon. Very opinionated. I'm looking to ruffle some feathers.
All right, so who's in the S tier?
What you mean S?
So before I get into that, I want to. So
what's the tiers?
Let's talk about you got S, A, B, C, and D. Let's talk about criteria.
S, A, B, C, and D.
So S is the top tier, superior. Let's talk about criteria. Sets and reps. Would that be the highest weighted criteria and rankings?
I think so, because majority of the people that we talk about fit in the criteria
So I got
or the mold.
You got sets and reps. You got weighted calisthenics. You got statics.
Right.
How would you weight those?
Okay, the statics, I feel like 99% of the people that we talk about don't fit in the category of statics.
Okay.
Right? Whether it be the Akeem Supreme, the Juice, the Semi, the Beast. I'm not saying that some of these dudes haven't done statics or have gotten them, but they're not known for the statics. That hasn't got them in the conversation of who's, you know what I mean? The only person I could say that's probably gotten in that conversation, and we kind of separate him, is Hannibal. Hannibal's in his own kind of category, really. But when it comes to, who's better than him and this and that, and we don't even, you know what I mean? Because that's really not the thing, because it's hard to kind of match up statics.
They don't
because
even battle.
I was about to say, it becomes more so, have you seen him hold a front level for 1 minute? Because I don't know, maybe he did it for a minute and a half. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They both got clean front levers.
Right.
It basically comes down to, could he hold his front lever just for 3 more seconds?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's very difficult to rate the statics in the same way as reps and sets, because reps and sets is a scoreboard. There's a scoreboard. There's a time routine. There's a me versus you. Same time. Who could finish the routine faster? So that's where I feel like the criteria should at least lean more. But obviously it's your list and your tier system. Right. But I feel like it's easier to rate people based upon the reps and sets.
Right.
When it comes to weighted calisthenics, or I don't know if you're talking about weighted calisthenics or just weight.
Weighted calisthenics.
Okay, well, weighted calisthenics. Yeah. I feel like that's definitely in its own category, but I feel like maybe not enough people are in that same field to actually, you know what I mean, be able to give a long ranking list as you would be with body weight.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because everybody does body weight, but not everybody does statics, and not everybody does weighted calisthenics, or at least weighted calisthenics at a high level.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Some dudes just might do it in a routine because that's what the routine is, but this is not particularly what they train.
So who deserves to be an S-tier calisthenic athlete? We got Hannibal. Who deserves S-tier status?
Zeph.
Okay.
Zeph, hands down. Zeph, Beast.
The OGs.
Yeah, just hands down. Because,
Giant?
Yeah, Giant too. Even though, I mean, again, it's just feelings aside. I feel like Giant, yeah, because of his impact on calisthenics. But if we're talking about the criteria of what you said as far as sets and reps,
So
Giant is excluded.
We're not talking about impact. We're
Okay.
talking about work.
All right, so Giant, remove Giant.
No, it's not a popularity contest.
No, remove Giant completely out of the list then.
Okay.
He's not S tier.
I feel like he's probably below calisthenic Prince when it comes to reps and sets. That's not what he do. Have you ever seen a video of Giant do 20 pull-ups? All this research you done did, you ain't found it yet. 20 pull-ups.
I mean, I'm still searching, but
right, and you gonna continue searching.
Matrix.
Oh, okay. Not S tier. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Very few S tier athletes. What about?
And you can remove Hannibal out of that too for sets and reps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
Hannibal don't do
Hannibal's
reps and
definitely
sets.
not.
He don't do that.
Yeah. You know, I can't say Matrix is S tier. I can't really put Matrix in a tier because he's another one I haven't seen.
But I've seen him do more sets than.
Oh yeah, I seen him rock out with us. Right, I seen him rock out with us.
And even older, he's rocking out. You know what I mean?
Okay,
On a set.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him like do a crazy set on camera. But from what Akeem Supreme is telling me, from what Matrix is telling me, from the what is it called? The 10 sets, and this is something that they would be doing
Right.
on a regular basis.
And he's the leader of the team.
Yeah.
And they was doing pro level at, you know what I mean, 18, 36, 20. They was running those sets back then, but we wasn't seeing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But from Zeph, we seen it. From Beast, we seen it. From Juice, we seen it. From Akeem Supreme, we seen it. From the likes of a Doc, we seen it. You know what I mean? Boss Life, we seen it. But like a Matrix, a Hannibal, a Giant, you know, we didn't see it. We didn't see it.
I think something worth looking into. Are you familiar with the first 48? Not talking about the show. I'm talking about calisthenics.
I'm not.
Okay, you gotta look into that. That was a famous beast mode joint. I never did it. I know Iz did it, but I used to, bro, because I remember they used to do 100 push-ups. So there's like these steps. Right?
Actually, I am.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I know about the steps.
Right, exactly. They used to do,
step.
I think it used to be 100 a step. And then they ended up obviously increasing or whatever, and the joint ended up being 200 push-ups a step.
Right, yeah.
First 48, that joint, I can't even imagine doing that like, that's ridiculous.
That's Beast, right?
Yeah, Beast.
I heard Beast say if somebody come late, everybody start over.
Yes.
Yeah, yo, bro, Beast different.
It says here, weighted calisthenics is for dudes who don't want to put the dedication to reps and sets. Once a repper is done, he becomes a street lifter, so he can still be in the calisthenic room. I've seen a lot of reps and sets athletes go over to weightlifting or go over to street lifting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that all of those dudes who have done that have literally reached the top tier of...
That's what I'm saying, reps
They're
and
doing
sets.
20, 30 dead stop muscle ups. They have reached the superior level. You know what I mean? Strict clean form reps, dead stop. And then they decided, all right, bro, I've done enough of this. You know what I mean? Let me just try to... But they still kind of usually maintain some of the reps and sets.
Right.
Because that's the origin. You know what I mean? They don't usually just start off and say, yo, bro, I'm gonna be a street lifter. I'm gonna do, 1 rep maxes and all of that. You know what I mean?
It says this. Zeph is still repping to this day. All those other OGs can't even do 50, 100 unbroken. Zeph is still king. All of them OGs not repping 50 clips at 50 years old. I agree.
Zeph not 50 yet, y'all. Zeph not 50 yet, but he on the way.
Man.
And I'm sure he's definitely still planning and working so he could get that 50 at 50. Cause I ain't never seen nobody ever do it. So shout out to Zeph for even being close to being able to do that right now. You know what I mean? So what is Zeph? Maybe 48 now, something like
Yeah,
that.
48 or 47.
He got a couple more years, and he definitely gonna be in his own S tier when it comes to another kind of category, just from being able to be in that category.
All right, now we're going to switch the subject for real 1 quick second. Clip this. So a lot of people are in my chat talking about their hybrids because they do weighted calisthenics or do heavy weighted calisthenics. When we talk about hybrids, we're talking about people that actually lift iron and do calisthenics. And if you want to be considered a hybrid, you have to be at a certain level in calisthenics and a certain level in weightlifting. When it comes to weightlifting, you got to be bench pressing 225, deadlifting at least 405, and also squatting at least 315. When it comes to calisthenics, you got to be able to do 10 pull-ups, 10 dips, 10 push-ups, 5 sets unbroken in under 5 minutes. You got to be able to do the beast mode requirements in under 15 minutes. You got to be able to do 50 pull-ups and 100 push-ups in 5 minutes. Once you start completing that in both weightlifting and calisthenics, then you're considered a hybrid. If you can't do that in both sports, then you're just a person that does weights and does calisthenics.
Facts.
A lot of those.
Facts.
A lot of those.
Facts. Dudes say you can run a mile, right?
For sure.
Okay, he can run a mile, I can run a mile. But are we runners?
No.
Not at all. There's a difference.
Man.
Just because you run don't mean you're a runner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a different sport. You could play golf, but are you a golfer?
Right.
You could play baseball. You know what I mean? Or,
Yeah.
Basketball. The saying could continue and go on and on and on. People just take offense. Yo, bro, you do your 3 sets of 10. Bro, are you a real calisthenic athlete? Are you top of your game to be considered you're a hybrid? No. LeBron James plays golf. Is he a top golf? No. He don't dominate in that sport. He's a basketball player who does other things on the side as a hobby. There's a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it says S tier is barbarians. That's the best reps and sets athletes. I would agree, especially if you're comparing the Euro ones. It's not a debate. No debate here. Euro BBs or S tier. Ice 2. Salute. Go to the countryside in the desert. See if anyone works fasted. You can't know if you don't try it. All right, there's not top tier to reps and sets. There's dudes that have 100 pulls. It never ends. That's the beauty of reps and sets. I think there's top tiers and not. But when I say about a baseline in calisthenics, you can't even be considering yourself above average if you can't do the sets that I mentioned.
That's a fact.
Like, you have to be able to do those sets. If not, you know what I mean?
You basically just a dude that go in the gym and bench press 135 and say, you know what I mean? You pound for pound, you him. You beating your chest, yo, I'm him. And you're going to get laughed out the gym. And that's basically the same equivalent to when you cannot do 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups under 5 minutes. You can't do, you can't do strict muscle-ups, right? You can't consider yourself elite if you can't do certain things.
Right.
So you got to be able to do both. You got to be able to dominate. You got to be an all-star in both sports, basically, and to be able to say, yo, I'm him. Not just you play. Michael Jordan was not known for being a top baseball player, right? So in this category, he would not be a hybrid just because he played. We're talking about actually dominating, excelling, and he was not top tier baseball player. So if you're not a top tier calisthenic guy or a top tier weight guy, because you could always make the argument and say, yo, bro, I could lift more weight than him, right? I'm sure you could lift more weight than him in the weight room. But here's the thing. He doesn't do that. Yeah. So you saying that is like null and void. Yeah. Because he doesn't do that, right? Now, if you lift weights with a dude who lifts weights, and you beat him lifting weights, you're definitely solidified in that. If you do calisthenics, which is him, he does calisthenics, and you beat him in calisthenics, you're solidified in that. Now you can walk around and beat your chest and be like, yo, I done did 1 and 1. You know what I mean? I'm him. Yeah. But a lot of people can't say that. They just do calisthenics. They might be good at calisthenics. They do a little bit of weight, and they could beat the guys in calisthenics who do weight, but and that's a prime example. Abu Asada.
You intermediate weightlifters get no points.
So they said,
none.
They said, can y'all talk about some good snacks and healthy foods to eat to gain muscle? Nobody hardly does.
Anything protein. If you want to gain muscle, it got to be protein. We talking about macronutrients, muscle, protein. Eat less fat, eat less carbs, eat more protein. It's that simple.
Like I see the peanut butter and the bread in the background. What kind of snacks to eat to gain weight, muscle? You got to work out too.
Yeah.
Don't you can't just be eating out here. You're gonna be a fat joker.
Break those muscles down, build it back up with the protein. It's that simple.
Facts. You count calories?
If I'm trying to gain or lose weight, if
Okay.
not, no.
Okay.
Calorie deficit. Calories is for weight. Protein is for muscle. It's that simple.
Facts.
Yeah, and working out.
And working out.
It's for muscle.
And working out.
You can't leave that out. You
Man.
gotta work out. Gotta get your sleep.
Facts.
All right, my brother. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. When can we, from Sweden, buy the ripstick? Well, we're working on something right now. So within the next month or two, if we get this 3PL, we should be shipping overseas. But right now, we're still shipping from the HQ. So we've been reluctant to do overseas orders. Yeah, man, that basically, like, for me, when I look at reps and sets and athletes overall in calisthenics, and I'm judging them based on all time, at their highest, what they
Right,
once
not-
could
not
have
just right
done.
now.
They prime.
Yeah, because if I stop working out right now and I can't do a 5MD in under 5 minutes, it's just going to take me a little bit of time to get that back. You know what I mean? Maybe run it a couple times, give me a week or 2 weeks. Because a person could stop working out for a week, 2 weeks, and lose reps. You know what I mean? So I look at like the overall picture, like all time. That's why I said right now, Beast and Zeph, out of those two, would be considered my GOAT. I would have to choose Zeph as being the GOAT because of how many routines
I
that.
thought you would have said Beast. I ain't gonna lie to you, but definitely is Zeph for me though.
Yeah, it's Beast for me if he was still probably active now, right? And the reason why I say that is because I think when he stopped, a lot of things stopped too. So, for example, the reason why I kind of want to give it to Zeph is one, his longevity. Two, that he has the game in a chokehold when it comes to people that really rep and set at a high level.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And three, when it comes to just creating these time routines. So he gets a lot of points from me when it comes to that. But the thing also is, I believe, and it happened already, but when Beast was out, it was just like young Beast, Shredder, Simi, JR.
Beast made other beasts.
Yeah, these dudes is right here. Like,
yeah, they didn't get a lot of okay, this is a fact. A lot of these barbarians, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of barbarians kind of got to where they got by themselves. Beast kind of took these dudes and was hands-on with them and made them become beasts.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, Zeph, like,
he's very meticulous. He has his training, his whole philosophy and the way he approaches, and everything is on point.
Some of them never met him, but they definitely learned from him. But I just feel like in the States, I think if Beast was still going, all of these dudes would have been beast mode. I think
I could see that. I heard him say that was basically his mission from the start, to create.
I think all of these dudes would have been beast mode.
It was a wave. He was like G Unit. It was like, we gotta get the hats, the socks, the t-shirts, the movies, the albums. It was everything. He just came through like a tidal wave and just.
I think New York would have been, the whole NYC would have been
beast mode.
I think Zeph would have had, obviously, but you can see now when you look around, Zeph is there really, really at like top tier athletes.
No, it's top tier, but not to the category that we're talking about.
Yeah, battle athletes, they don't really battle much.
Every time you mention somebody, and as far as a barbarian, the first thing somebody does is jump to overseas.
Yeah, you got some offshoots. You got the Limitless Bros. You know what I mean? But besides Ice, besides a Vegan Wolf, when Snoop, a Star, you know what I mean? Bro, now you got like a Taj, a Mano. like these beast mode dudes was at comps and they was battling. Juice was outside. You know what I mean? These dudes was outside battling, so you know that's why I say
Juice is in my A tier.
Okay.
That's why I say shout out to
I like Juice. I like
shout out to A tier,
Yeah.
not S tier.
Nah.
Okay. Shout out to Snoop because Snoop held a flag. Zeph influence is way better than Beast. BB is global. Zeph is king. Yeah, I mean now, but you got people that was tattooing Beast Mode on them.
That's a fact.
Back then.
That's a fact.
Like they would hit Beast up and they would be surprised. Like, is this really you, Beast? Like, yeah, that's my number. But they knew like if they hit Zeph up, it was a little different. Like you gotta pay. You gotta pay to talk to me. Like that's how Zeph was kind of like carrying it. You know what I mean? So it was like a little different. But I think at that time, bro, hands down, Beast had the game in a chokehold. You know when that blue vest came out, that 100-pound vest? Woo. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was
it was lights out. Like, yeah, and he was gritty and he was so street. And it was like, it was definitely a time I would have loved to experience.
My man had his own anthem.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, beast. Everything beast mode. So let me ask you this though. You think who would you choose? Simi or Juice?
Juice for what?
Like prime for prime, you know?
Juice.
Best.
Yo, bro.
Me too.
Even Slim Simi was tough, but Juice, his push-ups, everything was fast and he had weight.
Nah, Juice push-ups is on point.
And he was ready to pull a bar out on muscle-ups. Like he...
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that bar shit.
Handstand.
That's a fact.
Dips.
They was about to have no bar in Lincoln Terrace.
Man.
They was about to have no bar. Yeah, Juice. I like Juice, man. Juice Juice is
Longevity
mad chill.
wins, yeah, it does. But at the end of the day, for me, I think it also comes with character too and personality.
Bro, you can't just chalk it up to longevity. You know what I mean? That you can't. Kobe played longer than Jordan did. LeBron played longer than Jordan did. But does that automatically make them, you know, like drop them to a lower level than LeBron? Nah, not necessarily. I think I just read actually the other day, they said, yo, if LeBron actually plays out these next 2 years, he would have played a whole decade more than
You ever
Jordan
seen Zeph do a 5MD with no pause?
No, never. I've never seen
50 pulls and then 100 push, no pause?
No, I've seen him do 40 pulls, 80 push, 10 pull up, 20 push up. Or something like that. Or maybe he did a 40. I've never even seen him do 50 pull ups, no pause.
He says, I have a question. Why do you guys think a lot of the OGs stop training?
You get older, bro.
One, you got to remember, bro, life hits you like a Mack truck sometimes. You got one kid, you got another kid, you know.
Your parents is older.
People dying, you know what I mean? You get sicknesses, your body ain't the same. You can't be in the park for 8 hours no more.
You got a serious injury.
You know, bills is stacking up. Bro, at the end of the day, you know, Zeph could keep going because he's actually getting paid from it. But Beast was never the one to
Beast didn't care about
capitalize off of calisthenics. Beast actually was a working man when he was doing all of this. He was working, but then after a while, it just was like, what am I? I'm wasting time.
Yeah.
Laugh out loud. Taj beat Baki. Baki is the guy right now, but the only loss is to a BB, right? That's true. Jordan is the GOAT.
That's not true. Baki has lost before.
I seen him lose in Mexico.
Yeah, he lost in selling the bars also.
Oh, he quit.
Yeah, he lost.
Yeah, he quit.
Regardless of how it happened, I mean,
he didn't even.
You damn sure got to count it as an L. I mean, especially if people want to run around and say he took an L because he quit, so it's the same thing.
Yeah, he didn't. It was different because he beat JT, right? Oh no, they finished at the same time, and they were supposed to do the rematch.
And he just
and his heart was.
He just said, "Oh, no, I can't."
Yeah. Remember, his heart started. Yeah.
But didn't Khalid beat him?
No.
Or they always face each other in the finals?
Yeah, Khalid never beat Baki.
I think it was always in the finals, yeah.
He said, do your research. Zeph definitely had 50, 100. Send the video.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he didn't.
He said he had it no pause.
Stop. I've never seen it. The most I actually seen him do, there's a video. He did 40 pull-ups, and I think it was 40 pull-ups nonstop into 100 push-ups, but he didn't get to 50. He even said his own admission. He said he never did more than 55 pull-ups unbroken. He said the rest of y'all young dudes, y'all could go chase the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 100s.
Yeah.
Y'all taking it somewhere else that I'm probably not going to go to.
Yeah, because I
He
never...
said it. He said, bro,
Zeph, 100 pulls right now, 50 pulls for Zeph is not easy.
he's doing it, but it's not a on demand. He probably, today I'm a little fatigued. They got a joint. It's 40 on demand. It's 40 on demand. Why not 50? Because that 50 is pain.
Man.
40 is like, all right, I'm gonna maintain this 40, and whenever I need to, on my good day, I'm gonna push to that 50. But 40 is on demand. So I'm not saying that he can't get the 50. Definitely could get the 50, but non-stop, no pauses. 50 straight through, then into 100 straight through. Same pace, no pauses. I have not seen it. He probably can do
The
it.
only person I seen do that was Boss Life. And then I seen Matt, maybe.
Matt
Did he complete it? Matt completed it?
But
sure.
did Matt do it non-stop though?
I think so.
I don't know. But I know Boss, he did his non-stop.
Yo,
yeah.
that drink was... Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen it. I think I seen Sergio do it.
Sergio probably did do it.
Yeah, he probably did that in his sleep too. He was probably sleeping, and the goats was outside on the chickens, and yeah, because I know he got what's it called? Oh, you staying over there?
Yeah, I'm about to go.
I think he got chickens and stuff like that in his yard. So I'm making jokes, but he he definitely is. The Barbarians hands down is the strongest calisthenics crew association or whatever you want to call it in the world. They got savages all over the globe. Like
I would agree.
The globe, bro. Bro, the globe. Bro, every continent. I think they got a barbarian in every continent.
Wow.
Every continent.
That's influence.
They got a savage in every continent. Word. Multiple too. They got backups. They different. I'm not gonna lie to you. They different. A roster, real roster, bro. They different, but shout out to the Barbarians, man, and shout out to everybody in the calisthenics community who's pushing the calisthenics community. And you need people like my man right here. Y'all need to go get in tune, tap into them videos.
Tap in,
bro. Everybody gotta go and actually watch these videos and appreciate them for what they are, especially because I know that joint takes time, bro. Time.
Fact.
Time, bro. Like I would really sit and watch a 30-minute video of him.
Bro, y'all gotta check these out.
Bro, y'all got to.
Y'all gotta check these out. The Mecca. Bro, look at this. For him to find this video. This is like one of the first time Giant actually competed. That's when he was...
It's not even in focus, though. Hold it closer to the camera.
But still, I think I gotta press the focus.
Nah, just hold it close to the camera. It'll focus.
Bro, y'all listen, just check this out. Check this out. Go on to Trap Harder ASAP.
Yeah, he was digging in the crates.
Yeah, he shot me.
Sure.
He was
When
digging in
I
the
seen
crates.
it, I was like, how he found that?
Let me ask you this: how long does it typically take you to make one of those videos from start to finish?
From start to finish. If I'm all the way locked in, I could bust one out in 3-4 days.
Pause.
But
Pause. Clip that. I was like, damn, is he gonna try to fix this situation? Is he gonna correct this?
I ain't even get. If I'm no homo. If I'm all the way locked in, but it depends on if I'm only talking about one person. If I'm talking about a group of people,
okay,
it's a lot of different factors. Like the tier list video won't really take that long. It's kind of straight to the point. But it depends on how long the research will take. If I'm really diving deep into depth with it. But I mean, it's been some videos that take me 2 weeks,
Damn,
2.5 weeks. Like
2 weeks. So, all right, so let me say this though. So is there a plan to actually like streamline these videos to where that you can pump out more of these videos a little like quicker?
For sure.
Because honestly, after I watch one of those videos, I be like, well, when is the next one dropping? And I feel like I'm stuck in limbo as to when the next one is dropping. And these videos are great. They're good enough to where I'm looking like, damn, he dropped this when? He ain't dropped another one yet?
And it's some procrastination because I always trying to get better. You know, I could be a perfectionist. So I might watch a whole video and this part I don't like this, so I'm going to change the whole thing. It's just trying not to be too much of a perfectionist and push the content out, but also making the systems a little more efficient, you know. And always trying to learn. You know, when you learning new things and trying to implement those new things, it could take some time. But we still very much in the early phases.
About it, man. You know how much mistakes and stuff like that I made, or slowing down of production or whatever you want to call it, because I'm trying to add this and put that and spending hours trying to learn this and implement this, and then you know you get to the point where you're like, bro, I could probably do this later, but trying to do this right now and make it perfect is gonna stop me from being able to ever hit the upload button. You know what I mean? Click the upload button. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like you just naturally get better with things. But I feel like, bro, if you could find a way to just pump out the at least a video a week, at least a video a week. It'd be like, yo, bro, every day, even if it's a Friday, bro, every Saturday, whatever, bro, I'm telling you, you'll have the calisthenics game in a chokehold. Because people will just be watching, and you'll be the quote-unquote Stephen A. Smith or the Vlad TV, the academics, whatever it is, for people to say, yo, bro, I'm going to go, and I'm going to watch this video, and I'm going to report on, you know Uncle Murder?
Yep.
The rapper? Yep. All right, so you know he does his wrap up? Yep. You got to have a calisthenic wrap up every week. Hey, that's, you know what I mean? Like, you need to have one where you... Yeah. All right, I'm about to talk about this because, like you said, before you know it, something else new will pop up. Something else new will come on the scene and all of that. And but I know it takes a lot of work, so you know I'm definitely not gonna discredit that because I know, you know what I mean. Like I've thought about, you know, like we talked about, I've thought about doing some videos like what you doing, and it's just like, bro, the joint takes so much work that I don't have the time to do that and to do this and to do that. You know what I mean? You're one person.
It's kind of all off the passion right now too. Not making no money from this. You know, I got my own fitness studio. I run day to day, solo by myself. So it's a lot of different factors. It's a lot of different factors that play into the time delay. But man, it's only gonna get better. Like I told you earlier, I'm 30 to 40% of where I want to be.
Not even 50%.
We just getting started. Man.
And the content is great, bro. The content is great. You got a background in like doing anything with like content or
it's all self-taught. And that's a thing too that could, you know, I probably should seek a mentor and will eventually.
I don't even think you need to, bro. You already moving in the right direction. Don't complicate it. The best thing that you could do right now is to make it easier to where that you could upload more videos quicker. Right. Because like with social media, it's a numbers game. So it's kind of like, all right, bro, you uploaded that video, that joint was a hit, but now we on to the next one. Any form of content, whether it be music, a movie, a TV show, a post, you know, dudes get so excited about this million view post, and it's like, all right, bro, no, where's the next one? You know what I mean? Like this one was great, but where's the next one? So with those videos, it's like, that's why I said with that first initial video, I'm like, damn, was this a one-off? You know what I mean? Like, where the next video? Like, you know what I mean? Where the next video? I'm like, you know, I checked a few times, refreshed. I'm like, yo, bro, where the next video at? You know what I mean? But I think, you know, I definitely knew that just even from a distance, I'm like, all right, you know, he's, you know, recalibrating some things, probably trying to like, all right, damn, this joint really could go somewhere. All right, let me restructure, because you probably put the first one together like, all right, I'm gonna put a little video together and you see where it go, but you realize, oh snap, it was the eye opener for sure. Exactly.
It was kind of just turned into like, let me try this to this is what I need to be doing.
Yeah, bro, you cooked and it was a wide open lane. I feel like there's people didn't like it because there was, I guess you could say, a person who was quote unquote inside of the community who they seen as an athlete but also now being a quote unquote journalist.
Right.
Right. And you know, when he did the you know, the bar history, and it was like, all right, you're reporting on this, reporting on that, and it was like, but you supposed to be kind of like one of us kind of thing. But with you, at least, especially even you're not in New York where a lot of this stuff is happening at, and you know, it revolves around New York and you know the Northeast and all of that. You could kind of sit back and watch from a distance and actually make these videos and talk about these different things.
Right.
And it'd be from a purely journalistic standpoint. You know what I mean? But you know, maybe you will eventually get into battling and doing the other stuff. But at least from the way people view it, it'll at least initially be from a journalistic standpoint.
Yeah.
And I feel like even sometimes with me, you know, they'll say, the first thing they'll say is they'll talk about me personally rather than debating what I actually said. Right? Like what they just did earlier in the live. It's like, oh, but he's saying, it's like, bro, it's not about what I can or can't do or where do I rank compared to these other individuals. It's about where, you know what I mean? Because you think Mike Tyson's coach could beat him in a boxing? Bro,
exactly.
You see what I'm saying? But that doesn't diminish his skill set in being able to coach and tell somebody, yo, bro, this is the play to make. Let's do this. Can Phil Jackson beat Jordan or Kobe? Nah, bro, it's a different.
Even with Stephen A., if you look at the top journalists across any genre, they probably did not compete at a high level, in whatever that sport.
It's very rarely that ever happens. Very rarely.
You don't have to be a top athlete to. Honestly, most top athletes aren't very good journalists.
Right.
Because they so used to playing. It could be a lot of bias in that because they thinking of them in that mode and what they would have did, and you can't think of
and
it like that.
they still probably have connections and relationships and
you can't think
all
of it
kind
like
of
that.
stuff. You know what
And
I mean?
that's why it's good for me. I don't know anybody. I don't have relationships. I mean, we've been building, but I plan to keep everything unbiased.
Right.
You know, no
As
favoritism.
You should.
know.
As you should. That was another thing that kind of made some kind of controversy as far as Abu Sada being mad, and he was about the thumbnail. He mentioned the thumbnail, but he like, yo, if that was Mel, right? If that was me, that he wouldn't have done that and used that thumbnail. That's false. That's false. I'm saying that I would have used the thumbnail for myself, and I know for sure he would have used the thumbnail.
Right.
Because again, it was the you know, the shock value. It was the you know, the click.
Yeah.
The other thing too is this was not no AI generated post. I mean, or picture. This was a still from the exact video.
That really happened.
That really happened.
And
it wasn't.
It wasn't one of those things that it looked like something that didn't happen.
Exactly.
Also, that you just somehow caught a freeze frame of that really happened.
It would really happen.
So
and nobody made it seem like, oh, you got beat up and you got this. No, we just used that. People clicked on the video. Obviously, it was a shock value, and people watched it. Yeah. They was able to watch that same clip that still came from.
Right.
It was not clickbait, you know. So even in that, you know, if a dude is throwing up, we more than likely gonna use that as the thumbnail because that gives some shock value.
Like, what's to this?
You know what I mean?
What made him do
if I
that?
fell, if I slip, it's gonna be the thumbnail, right? So you can't be mad about the thumbnail when reality is that actually happened. That was a part of it.
Yeah.
You could be mad maybe that you lost, maybe that you looked bad or you felt that, but you can't be mad at the fact that it happened and also the fact that it was put on the internet. Do you know how many people recorded that day?
Right.
And it's crazy because other people was actually getting hundreds of thousands of views or million views off of the commotion and event that was going on at that specific moment. Dudes with no followers.
Yeah.
I know that if you would have reported on that back then, you would have got crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and even if you didn't put the video together the way you do, but if you just had a clip from, you know what I mean, something going on that day and you just uploaded it, it would have got views. Because it was just one of those moments that everything just aligned.
Yeah,
whether it be
everything.
The commentary, the back and forth, the battle, the two people battling,
the call out,
everything, the platform that it was on, the people that was out there.
Man.
All of those things mattered. It wouldn't have had the same effect if they was just in a park by themselves.
Right.
And they just battled and they just went home. It wouldn't have had the same effect if, I'll tell you this, the actual full video, even being recorded, if you look on the internet, there's multiple videos of it. The best filmed video is the one I filmed.
And I watched all of them, for sure.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was the one that I filmed.
Yeah.
It was the one with the clearest view, the audio, everything was good in the video, and it also had other little clips from what was going on before the battle, after the battle. And
it gives context.
It gives context to the whole situation. Other people's battle, like I seen even Akeem Supreme uploaded the video. The video was vertical.
Yeah.
the video was vertical. You know what I mean? And you could kind of only really see his
side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, and it was no, because I'm not behind the camera, you don't really hear my commentary on it.
Right.
You hear me walking past a couple times, but you
right.
don't hear my commentary. All of these things made the video what it was, right? And the video and the moment blowing up to what it was, obviously because of our platform.
Yeah.
Us uploading and editing and putting the video on our platform to our audience for people to be able to just immediately go to it. Another thing too is responding quickly with these uploads. Akeem Supreme even said, yo bro, how did y'all even get them videos uploaded that quick?
Yeah.
He's like, yo bro, I was driving home and the videos was uploaded.
Man.
But it's because, you know what? From that specific day, we know, just like with the Abu Asada battle, capitalize off of the moment. By the time we seen him the next morning, that other video already had 200,000-300,000 views to where he had an opinion about it.
Right.
Like, yo, bro, why you posting me sitting on the bar? Because we're capitalizing off of the moment.
Quick turnaround, yeah.
Unlike other people, right? And I think the direction you're going, you're definitely going to be getting paid off of the content. And I feel like it has the potential to be something way bigger than what most people would even think of this kind of content, because now there's a hub for the fans, the spectators, the dude who's sitting on the couch eating popcorn and eating Doritos to be able to say, damn, this is interesting, let me sit back and watch. I know we all make jokes and be like, what you doing? You sitting on the couch, you eating Cheetos and all of that, but honestly speaking, that's majority of who the audience and the fans, the paid customers.
That's big
99% of the NBA fans don't play basketball.
Big fact. Never
They're
played a day in their life.
And even if they used to play, they're not in shape. They're not ready to play. They're not ready to suit up. So the fan base, we need more people, more spectators to be at calisthenic events. But people, I get happy when I see other people at calisthenic events and they don't work out.
Right.
And I look, I'm like, all right, he don't got big muscles. He don't got, you know why? Because that means that this is reaching a larger audience. This is reaching other people who enjoy the story, the back and forth, the controversy, I like this guy, I like this guy.
That's the reason why I don't want to battle.
Okay.
I'm a competitive guy.
Right.
But I don't want to, I want to keep it media in a way to where it's like, it's not looked at as you have to do this to be a part of this. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. That's how they look at it. They like, yo, if you can't battle and beat these dudes or compete with these dudes, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
And that's why even with me, that's why some people just really don't like me and what I say, and it's because the problem is that they want me to be biased.
Right.
They want me to be biased because here's the thing. If I was talking and I was on Abu Asada's quote unquote side that particular day, I promise you there would have been no kind of nothing.
Yep.
Right? And here's the thing, honestly speaking, I would have been on his side.
Yeah.
But there was a back and forth.
Right.
Before this, there was things that happened before this that kind of led to me saying, first of all, this guy's from New York.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the home team, and you talking about you gonna make this my city, this my park. I'm like, nah, I'm going with Akeem Supreme.
Yeah.
I also do think that he's gonna beat you.
Yeah.
But I'm also gonna stand with him because he's representing the city.
And that should be expected. There should be no hard feelings behind that.
And you can't expect that if me and you really genuinely having a back and forth, right? Aside from whatever it is that's going on, that I'm gonna somehow side up with you and be cool with you and team up with you. It's not really, it's not logical to think, right? You know what I mean? So, it is what it is, but everybody doesn't have to necessarily be in the mix or be battling and competing in order to have an opinion on something, bro.
Right.
Like, we need to, eradicate that kind of connotation in calisthenics because all it's doing is keeping calisthenics small.
Yeah, man.
It's bringing the community down to say, you shut up, you can't say nothing, and you can't, anybody can have an opinion.
That made me, wonder what's the goal for everybody involved. What are you trying to get out of this? because everybody playing certain parts and holding it back.
What do you think most people want out of this?
I mean, it just depends on who you're talking about at this point. I know some people want money. Some people, I think, just want the clout. They don't even care about the money. If the money comes, it's cool, but some people trying to reach a level of clout or fame that they never got doing whatever else they were doing before calisthenics. And they're trying to use calisthenics as that hurdle. So it just depends on who you're talking about. But I don't think it's very many people who actually wants to elevate the scene as a whole and make this something bigger. They might talk it, but it's nothing really being done to actually do it.
For me, it's definitely the money, and that's I'll be straightforward and honest about it. It's all about the money.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to, aside from the money and me genuinely wanting to see calisthenics grow and me loving calisthenics and working out, yeah, that's there. But I wouldn't be doing all of the things that I do if it wasn't about the money.
Well, yeah, you got to be about the money first.
Or I can't try to host competitions and battles and stuff like that, and I can't travel from state to state if I didn't get the money.
It's a certain way you go for the money, though. Like, it's a difference when you're trying to push it and you're trying to make the pot bigger for everybody versus you just trying to get yours. As long as you get yours, you don't care if this shit grow. You don't care if it expands.
Go to the wayside, exactly.
Yeah, you just want your praise. We want this pot to be big to where people could really make livings off of this. It could be another source of income for a lot of economy. You know?
That was the whole idea behind selling the bars. It was the fact that we would be creating something where it's not just so you can battle for free, and and just get likes and views.
Yep.
Now we was trying to build something to where even dudes could get paid.
Yep.
Dudes can pay their car note.
Yep.
Dudes could pay their mortgage.
Yep.
Bro, you spending 3, 4, 5 hours in the park and you spending weeks and weeks and weeks training, and you're gonna get some flimsy trophy that probably don't even have your name on it.
Right.
This is why, honestly speaking, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, and maybe in the future, maybe we bring selling bars back and we do it the same way. Maybe we would eventually give trophies out. But the thing about it is, we kind of just removed and never did no trophies because it was about the reward. People been doing trophies.
Right.
People got 100 trophies in their room.
Yeah.
And they got no money from it.
Right.
And it's not all about money to say, yo, you don't love it. You don't want to, get stronger. You don't want to get better. You don't have a genuine, appreciation for the sport and the community. But bro, if you're gonna spend that much time doing something, right? It's becoming more than a hobby. You're treating it more like a job rather than a hobby.
Right.
And if you're going to be working, you should be getting compensated for the work that you're doing.
Most definitely.
Right? So that's my whole thing, just being compensated. There's dudes who might compete at 4 competitions in a month. If they was able to make $1,000 a competition, that they could pay some real bills.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, so, and then people are spending, my biggest thing too is, for some people, they're not even, like, competing and just not winning anything. They're losing. They're losing because they're spending all of this money and time out. They might be calling out of work to travel to a whole nother city, across the country, all kind of stuff, to another country to compete, and they lost out on their money and they lost in the competition.
Right.
And even if they win, they basically came back home with less money. Then they left, and we try to also create a platform to where people could become these stars, like we talked about offline.
It's a great introduction.
A Magic Johnson and a Larry Bird, because it's an introduction to say, yo, bro, you work your rank up, your way up through the ranks, battling this person, battling that person, to make it on Sell on the Bars, and now you're known, like, yo, bro.
Fan favorite. You got people cheering for you.
Exactly.
Like, that's the whole goal.
Exactly.
That's where the
Exactly.
money's going to come from.
Exactly.
People rooting for you, wanting to see you win. Not just win a battle, but win.
And now you got your own name. You could go and make your own content. And now you got a face and a name to it, and your work ethic, you know what I mean, is solidified. But people don't, like, I feel like they really just didn't appreciate it. And that's the biggest problem. Like that, it really kind of bothers me internally that they didn't really appreciate what was actually bringing to the table. Giving away real money. Like, real money. And then, we flew dudes out.
When you say people didn't appreciate it, are you mean more like the OGs or just the actual
I feel like
Everyone?
Everyone as a whole did not appreciate it. And now I feel like some people are sitting back and actually thinking back, and they're thinking like, damn, when you going to have that Selling the Bars again? You know why? Because you're looking back and you're like, damn, they was really doing something. They was giving away some money. There was opportunity. There was some battles. Stuff was set up. It was more professional.
Right. Yeah.
It was set up. It wasn't this big mosh pit and it was all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, it got crazy. We had security at a few of these events just because things went left with individuals there to where dudes was about to fight and dudes, we're trying to eliminate all of that.
Right.
All of this gangstenics stuff, we're trying to eliminate all of that. You know what I mean? Like, bro, we're trying to do something positive, have dudes working out and competing, earning some money, gaining a name, getting some notoriety. Because some people, they don't really care about, they say they don't care about the money. I think they do. But they probably just don't envision a way for them to get the money.
Yeah, right.
But even still, with just the notoriety, they look at the notoriety and they like, I want it, but how you gonna get it though?
Yeah.
You don't battle, you don't compete, you didn't start anything. It's like, you also can't be afraid to lose.
Right. You can't. It's part of the game.
And I feel like even that,
it's part of the game.
People don't even realize that. Like I said, I'm not ducking no battles. Right? I'll battle, right? Whether I'm on my good day or my bad day. But the difference is, of course, I'm not going to talk the same way if I know I'm not on my good day.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not going to talk the same way.
I definitely would love to just stay media, but if anybody ever hit me with the 50 muscle ups now, with that type of tone, I'm popping out.
You going to pop out
win, lose, or draw.
Exactly.
I'm not ducking no action.
And that's what it's about, bro. Because at the end of the day, when you say it's a loss, is it really like a loss?
It's never a loss.
Nah, bro.
Never a loss.
You're going to get stronger. It's going to fuel you. It's going to motivate you to do better. And more than likely, you're going to want to battle again because you're going to at least want to get your get back on that dude. Whether it be to prove it to yourself, prove it to other people. You're going to want to say, nah, we 1-1.
Yeah.
Even if we don't battle the third time, we 1-1.
1-1.
You know what I mean?
And those moments is what elevate the sport.
Exactly.
It's all about moments.
Exactly. Yeah. Yo, we about to wrap it up, chat. We appreciate everybody rocking with us and staying tuned. Make sure you go ahead and, go ahead and hit that like button. Follow my man right here. Let them know your pages, where they can find you at.
Move the Pounds, Trap Harder TV on all platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you. Y'all already know what time it is. Stay tuned. Stay ripped. 6-pack. Big back. Big facts. Y'all stay tuned for another live. We will be live soon again. Stay on the lookout for that. I'm telling you, we got some crazy things in the works. You know what I mean?